You gotta get rolling.
Oh, yeah.
So what time did you get up in the morning?
Like 7. I think we wound up getting up at like 7. We didn't actually leave as early as we'd planned.
That's a big surprise.
Well, part of it, I know we're live, but a part of it was you have to do certain calculations with different parties to get them to actually be there when you want them to be there. It's sort of like a bargaining, like you don't go in and you make your first offer, like what you actually want. You gotta bargain. That's the main thing. That was actually fun at the yard sale today too, because they found that puzzle that I got and they wanted $1 for it, and I was like, it's a brand new puzzle. I'm like, I'll pay 75 cents for it. And I said, and
what kind of puzzle?
It was Springbok. It was I think it was just like a nature picture. I can't remember what the picture is now. But it was a cool looking puzzle, and it was new.
Yeah.
And I said, I pay 75 cents, and Bill's like, what? This is $1. Why don't you just pay him $1? I'm like, oh, I don't pay what they ask. This is yard sale shopping, So he's like, what do you mean? So I went up and I was like, I'll give you 50 cents for this puzzle. And she's like, it's a Springbok. It's worth $1.
It's a Springbok.
I'm like, I don't pay what they ask. This is yard sale shopping, And I'm like, okay, thank you. And then I like set it down and walked away. And she's like, well, I would take 75 cents. And I'm like, okay.
You choked to death.
Half of our YouTube videos now is just going.
What did you do with the remote?
Oh, here.
All right.
Waste of time, huh?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Somebody's gonna turn that on.
What's wrong with these people? It's like on UHF.
If I ever meet Weird Al, I want to ask him where he found those guys.
What was that thing? 'Cause that was amazing. Because they have like weird nose things.
They're just like sitting there
like, what was that supposed to be? Love it.
Check 1, 2, check. Did I post this? No, I didn't post. I had it all ready to go, and then I almost forgot.
Almost there.
Oh, that's why this tastes so weird.
What?
It's a jaw buster.
It's a
bootleg jawbreaker. You can't even afford the real stuff. You got to get jaw busters. Like, this tastes weird.
It's jaw buster. You kids and your jaw busters.
That's a Slugworth brand.
Totally.
Hey kids, check out these jaw busters.
You want your jaw busted? Come get one of these. Jaw busters.
Don't mind me, I'm just
clicker heroing.
Are we checking them? Oh, we're still. Oh,
let's see if it works.
Check 1, 2. Check.
Should I post this?
I had it all ready to go. I almost forgot. Almost there. Oh, that's why this tastes so weird. But it's a jaw buster.
It's a jaw buster. Hey, Dave's here. I just left him.
You left him what?
I left him. I don't know.
Unconscious?
Yes.
In the Matrix?
I left him in the no, I left him in the framework. Yeah. The kids played with Super Cousin today a lot. So it's good hanging out. They actually got checked in for their cruise, so everybody's checked in. We're down to we leave a week from 2 weeks from yesterday. So we're like down to less than 2 weeks. What?
Crap.
What?
I closed the thing.
Oh. So many windows.
Well, now I gotta reopen the drive file.
So many windows and so many doors.
Too many, man. Shut up. I'm not gonna use Microsoft Edge. You can't make me.
I'm not gonna do it.
Hey,
remember me?
I swear we're good.
Remember me?
Please, use it.
You should just give up at this point, right?
Hey, I swear it's not Internet Explorer.
So yeah,
I want to go a different direction with that whole E logo.
I also finished Comics 101.
Extreme Edge.
Expert.
Edge.
And then I'm reading Mouse Scale in the bathroom now.
I got kids.
Right. He's got his cousin Firefox over there that's languishing as well.
I think Firefox is doing all right.
They're okay.
Sure.
Everyone I know uses Chrome. Who doesn't use Chrome?
I use Chrome at school.
Oh well.
Not really. I mean, some people do, but most of them use Firefox just because I don't know why, but
that's what they're used to.
Great.
We got Mario in the chat.
Oh, Mario's on mobile.
Mario's on the mobile. He's
Why do they go to a separate place? It's stupid.
I don't know.
Why do they do that?
I think it would be like streamlined somehow.
I know, but it's
come on, Google. Don't make us switch over to that blue E down there. What's their hangout thing called?
Edge
gatherings.
Gatherings. Powwows.
Come on, hey, let's do it.
Powwows.
Let's do an Edge powwow, guys. Come on.
Mario says, new phone. Who dat? You called me, man.
New podcast.
New podcast. Who did? Oh, this isn't gonna work.
What is that?
Because I can't see a thing. Ah!
Too many chats.
Remember when we used to be able to have the freaking thing all in one thing? Yeah. Now we gotta have like 8 million
that
windows.
First. Then you have. Put that in the corner.
All right.
There you go. There.
What am I missing? Oh yeah, that guy.
Right, there you go. Then start that.
All right. Hello and welcome to another episode of Radio BrendoMan. I'm Brendan Creecy.
And I'm Phil Vecchio.
And it's late.
It's
later than normal because you
went up to Big Bear for Memorial Day.
Were you memorializing your
went on a memorial walk.
You memorialized your love of deals?
Oh, yes. I struck some bargains. Got some yard sale good finds. Got a puzzle, and I talked them down 25 cents. They wanted $1, and I turned to everyone, and I said, watch this. I'm going to pay 75 cents for this puzzle. And then I offered her 50 cents, and she's like, it's a Springbok. It's worth $1. And I was like,
Springbok? What's that compared to?
No, Ravensburger.
I know. I'm gonna say, that's the only puzzle brand that I know of.
Springbok's good, and it used to be like one of the standards. They used to sell them at what was that store? Woolworths.
Woolworths.
Yeah,
because that's the seal of quality of they sell at Woolworths.
You can get good stuff at Woolworths. So, it was good.
Those are all gone, right? Is there any Woolworths left?
Not that are actually Woolworths. The one in Bakersfield, they turned into this awesome like thrift store, like mall, but they still have the counter where you can buy the food open.
Man, I used to love Woolworths.
It's cool.
I was always like Woolworths, prime,
but
like when I was like a young kid, it was cheap. Get the cheap gifts.
Oh, that's where my great grandma lived, like walking distance from it. So when I stayed with her, we'd walk down to one of those or to like another like drugstore, and that's where I get my stickers for my little sticker album. Because that was a thing.
What?
Just getting sticker albums.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I had multiple sticker albums.
So, Woolworths.
What were your favorite kind of stickers? Were you
like
scratch and sniff? Puffies?
I was all about puffies.
I like the scratch and sniffs.
Puffies didn't last long though.
Puffies would come off, and then you'd end up just having that white
shape of the white thing. But I remember, like, that's where Mario used to be.
That was that puffy.
Yeah.
That was that Sunshine.
Sunshine Bear.
Dude, but my favorite were the Scratch and Sniff, Root Beer.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Root Beer Scratch and Sniff was pretty great. I love the Goldbergs even reference the Scratch and Sniff. You got him a sheet of skunk.
Yeah,
why did they make? I remember I had a teacher that would put the skunk Scratch and Sniff.
You did
bad.
Oh my god.
Not even joking.
That would not fly today for multiple reasons.
Oh yeah.
But basically, a good one though, the middle of it would be all scratched down because you like to scratch it so much you'd have to start going to the edges.
Yeah, I remember I had my big sticker album, which I ended up putting my Garbage Pail Kids, and that's the one that the Good Bodies burned, set on fire, and then I ended up. My mom's like, "Oh, I got you a new one," and it was like a small little, and I was like, "It's not the same."
Not the same thing.
And then like having to get new stickers, and some of them are irreplaceable. I remember my mom used to always go to this party store. I remember there was these like ones where it would be a big sheet, and it would have like different pieces, like it would be like a mask, and like you put together different, and it was like these really intricately detailed stickers, and I was obsessed with those. Yeah. Do you still have your stickers?
I have some. The ones I know I have are my.
They got to be in a box in that garage.
They're out there. My parents wanted me to do piano lessons, and when I was like a little kid, I wasn't having it.
Yeah.
My uncle Peter was the one that like was going to teach us. So we went over to my grandpa Vecchio's house, and he would teach us. And he came upon the brilliant idea of if you would do your lesson.
Oh, dude, my piano teacher did that, and ours were like notes.
Yeah, he had all kinds of cool ones like that.
We had puffies, like note puffies, and I like treasured those.
That was enough to motivate me.
And you got to put it in your little like music book.
Yeah, that's exact. So I know I have that. I'm not sure about my other older ones. They're probably out there, but I know where that one is. So
I wish I had stuck out with those piano lessons, man.
I do too. I mean, it gave me a great foundation.
Yeah, me too.
Like I know
100%. Like I knew how to read music. Like I was like one of the only people in band that actually knew how to read music.
I didn't stick with it even that far, but it gave me at least that basic understanding of the way scales work and blah, blah, blah. So, you know.
Did you like recorder?
I did do recorder. I did that in school.
Really got me into that was like 4th grade or something. Like
I feel like I did that later though. I feel like that was in like 6th grade or something.
6th grade was when I joined band.
Well, you know my band story. I've told that before, right?
I don't know. Maybe
it was also 6th grade, and I decided I was going to play saxophone.
Yeah.
So the first day, like we went down, like okay, it's time to go to band, and I went down there, and everyone like pulled out their saxophones, and I'm like,
have one.
What? And they're like, oh, you didn't bring your instrument? I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know. Oh, you're supposed to rent it ahead of time, and I just walked back to class and never went back.
That was the end of your
band career. That was how long I lasted.
It wasn't even like that's. It's like I remember we rented my saxophone.
Well, that's what we were supposed to do. I guess I just didn't I probably didn't tell my parents, to be fair. I probably just was like, I want to go to band, and I just went. I guarantee you I didn't because, by the time you're in 6th grade, they don't hold your hand about sending papers
That's
home.
true.
You have to be kind of responsible. So I just probably never said it and just assumed you just go to band.
You got your fidget key back.
I got the key back. Oh, yeah.
Because it was just sitting in between some you
Well, you can't tell on the camera, but the fidget pile has been cleaned out.
because it was just getting messy, and I don't know. I have a pretty high mess threshold, but I hit it.
Even that when it got to a certain point, when it starts sliding off the table.
Yeah, and it's just stuff all over the floor, and then I was trying to find that puzzle piece, which is still
missing.
It's
nothing worse than the feeling.
And I want to change over puzzles, so I'm
you could just put it away, but then there's just a piece out there, and then it'll never be complete, and it'll haunt your dreams. You wake up in the middle of the night going, I know that puzzle piece is in there somewhere.
Do you still have any that got away?
Oh, yeah.
And they haunt you?
Oh, yeah. I've got my Marvel puzzle, which I still have.
Of Puzzles
and in fact, I've got saved searches on eBay for those to try to replace those pieces, and one of these days
have you gotten any of those? Have you ever tried? Because I just saw there is a new one, a puzzle saver, you roll it up. Do those actually work?
I don't know. I've never. I would just do it. I figure if you can't just finish the puzzle, then what are you doing? I mean, I guess if you have limited space, that works.
I was thinking for your travel, your vacation.
Yeah, that could. I mean, if you had a car. If you're flying somewhere, I'm not going to go with puzzle
carry
tube.
Around. Oh, it's my puzzle. You pull it out in the airport.
Right. Excuse me, man.
On the airplane.
Can I use the little table, please? Oh, I dropped a piece. Can you get that for me? Do you want to work on the edge pieces? You help me out here.
Hey, you might be doing that if they outlaw laptops.
If it's all banned, I'm bringing the puzzle.
What are you going to do if you can't bring your DS? Then you lose out on all your international tags.
I know.
That would really.
Well, see, that's one that.
Well, you can check them.
I would check that.
But you can check your laptop too.
Yeah, we had a debate about this tonight because the stuff I read made it look like if you do, you have to check it separately. You have to wrap it and bag it.
Well, that's bogus.
But maybe not. Matthew couldn't find anything of that. I read an article that said that, but that could have just been someone.
This whole thing is stupid.
That's the thing is we don't know what it's going to be.
It bothers me because they're basically saying that those scanners that you put your laptops in, they don't actually do anything. That's so. It's so
I'm
stupid.
more worried, honestly, for our kids.
Your kids, what are they going to do for
our
however many hours?
But that's 15 hours.
You can't expect me. I couldn't.
No, that's
you can only have so many books and so many
so much coloring, and
you're gonna have to bring a tranquilizer or something.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I'm assuming that they're gonna have some kind of television entertainment in there, but you gotta mix it up.
Yeah.
So that's going to be rough.
A lot of those now are bring your own device type things.
Right.
And if they don't let you have your freaking devices.
Well, at least sometimes you can do the headphones. We can bring headphones. That's not on the list.
But a lot of the things now, it's you bring your device and then you go to a URL or download an app, and then it's great because then you can totally choose your own stuff. But if you can't bring your freaking devices now, and they don't have enough time to change it back over, so what if they just have nothing?
Definitely between now and then. I don't know.
It's not going to go into effect immediately, is it?
Well, I hope not. But here's the thing:
what if it goes into effect while you're gone?
While we're there,
and then you got
I need to know before we go what the situation is because I don't want to have all our stuff there, and then what do we do? I guess we could ship it home.
Yeah,
that's going to be expensive.
Yeah,
I don't know. Gosh, this probably sounds really bad, first world person whining.
It's
but
stupid.
When I saw those things start popping up, the news articles about it, I'm like, no, can't be. I don't know. We'll see. Because that's the other thing too. If you can't have electronic devices, you have to bring physical books, which means I can only bring so many books.
And then you're gonna
when then we're done with those, then you don't have anything.
Yeah, you can only have so much stuff, and then toys and whatnot, and you only have so much space. Whereas with a device, right? You got books, movies, games.
Right, one of those tablets from the kids, that's enough stuff to keep them going for a whole time.
Yeah, that stinks, man.
We'll see.
Well, you'll figure it out.
Yeah,
you guys are resourceful. and it can be a new
It'll be an
My
adventure.
Vacation Pants article. Speaking of My Vacation Pants, we have a reader mail from Mark Bolton.
Oh, nice.
Talking about his vacation.
Ooh, let's do it.
And the subject line was My Vacation Pants, Mark style.
Oh, nice. Mark's Vacation Pants.
Yeah, Mark's Vacation Pants.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Mark Bolton checking in. I'm still woefully behind on the podcast. I think number 328 is the next one I need to listen to, but I had a few things I need to tell you guys about. Well, hey Mark, listening now. Hello from the the past, and we hope that the future is doing pretty well.
Yeah. How's Spider-Man?
Yeah, he probably is
pretty great, right?
Is it awesome?
I'm assuming it must be. So wow, that's cool. Glad you got to see that.
Hope the summer's not too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty hot, right?
Must be.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have a nice Thanksgiving. I don't know what time. When is he seeing this?
Okay, he says, first of all, Phil got me a book for your guys' Christmas Amazon Secret Santa thing 3 years ago called The Passage.
Yes.
You talked about it on the show. Is that when you were reading it, Phil? So this was something you read?
Yeah, but I'm like searching my mind.
And I thought it sounded cool, but I don't remember anything about it. Because there's also The Passage by Justin Cronin, but that's a vampire thing. But I don't think that's what this is. I think this is one that you read. But I don't know. Yeah, well, my family went on vacation to Memphis, Tennessee to visit some friends, and I started reading it. I'm about 50 pages in so far, and it's really good. The writing style feels a bit Stephen King-y, and the subject matter and how the story is unfolding feels very Michael Crichton-y. Good stuff so far, but the first 20 pages are about a young mother hitting really hard times and abandoning her child. Is this ringing a bell?
My gosh, I must have read it, but I can't place it now.
I had to take a break from that and read some Defenders comics from the early 1980s to cheer myself up.
I'm trying to remember.
But there is a vampire one called The Passage that I recommended, but I don't
think it's that.
Oh.
I mean, maybe. Does that sound like the beginning of it? Maybe
I don't remember it enough. I don't know.
Is
this The Passage by Justin Cronin? I mean, we'll have to.
Because if that's the case, maybe
in a few months we'll find out.
I bought it for him, so maybe it confused the recommendations. Because I don't know. We'll look it up in a bit. But I'm glad that you got to read it finally.
Anyway, on said vacation, we traveled all day with my 2-year-old, which is no easy feat. Oh yeah, because he went on. They traveled to Memphis.
Yeah.
And he and my wife had a slight cold all week, but nothing to make us postpone our vacation. Jude had been asleep for about 2 hours when he wakes up hacking, coughing, and gasping for air. It was legitimately the scariest thing that ever happened to me. Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
I called the front lobby of our hotel room to get an ambulance to the hotel when my wife gets him calmed down enough to take small breaths. There was a children's hospital about 5 minutes away that we drove him to at midnight, and they diagnosed him with the croup, which is just a really bad symptom of the common cold that some kids get.
Oh, yeah. That's scary stuff.
It's what the barking cough and gasping for air was, easily treatable with a steroid tablet. He was eating a popsicle, partly in honor of Brendo's other show. When is a new ep coming out, Brendo? Well, I just hung out with Derek, and we kind of talked about it, but I don't know.
It's a pretty solid maybe.
And jabbering away like usual by 4 a.m. So we go back to the hotel room at about 4:30, 5 a.m. and catch a couple hours sleep before Jude is ready for the day around 7 a.m. Oof. That was day one of our vacation.
Oh, my gosh. Vacation sicknesses, by the way, are the worst.
Yeah.
And it does happen, especially with kids.
You've had some...
Oh, we've had some mega ones.
Experiences, I mean, the barf experiences.
The bite that made Luke's head swell
up. Bite, allergic reaction.
I've been in the vacation emergency room. I know all about that, and it is not fun.
We go out to breakfast, walk around downtown a bit, then come back to the hotel a little before noon. As we were pulling into the hotel, we didn't know this until later, of course. 2 people are being shot on the 7th floor of the hotel we're staying at. We all go to sleep at about 12:30. I'm awoken by chimes coming into the intercom system of our room at 1:45. I still don't know what those meant exactly. Then try and go down to the lobby to use the complimentary washer and dryer. The elevators aren't working, and I see a couple cops in the lobby. I don't think much of it and try and find some stairs. I talk to a couple other desks wandering in the halls because their room is on the 4th floor, and they're stuck on the 3rd floor because they've shut the elevators down. They tell me there's a bunch of cops in the lobby with K9 units and big automatic weapons, but I still don't know why. I figure it's some sort of drug bust and go back to my room. After 20 minutes, I get curious and look up the name of our hotel plus news on Google and find out the whole hotel is on lockdown due to the shooting and that they're still searching for the 2 suspects.
Oh, my God.
So we hang out in our hotel room for another 2 hours until the coast is clear. That's day 2. Scary in an abstract sense, but it didn't really affect our plans too much.
Wow. This is nuts.
Yeah. On day 3, we stay in the friend's house that we came to visit with, and a huge storm comes in around 11 p.m. and knocks out the power to about half of Memphis. That was a very hot, sweaty night's sleep since the central air was out. I didn't sleep much. It wasn't too bad in my friend's neighborhood, but there were whole roads closed and cars smashed due to all the fallen branches. Apparently, there were hurricane-level winds in that storm. Needless to say, we cut our vacation short and came back a day early.
Who knows what would happen if we stayed another day?
Tornado touches down.
I mean, seriously.
Anyway, thought you guys would like my vacation from hell story. Phil, please feel free to read this on Mandarin Orange Show. Oh, whoops.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Since it's vacation-centric. I'm even more behind on that show. Sorry to you and Janelle for my tardiness. John Goobang Doo. Mark Bolton. P.S. When I run over those bumps on the side of the interstate that make the loud noise and let you know you're going off the road, my son thinks the noise they make is me burping. I've never been more proud. Hashtag count your bones. Hashtag pizza toots.
That's an insane, I mean, we've had a thing happen here or there, but that's like 3 crazy ones in a row.
I still think your person murdered on the train story is pretty insane.
That was pretty bad. That when we had a 24-hour train ride that turned into a 48-hour train ride because there was a homicide investigation in the middle. That was bad.
The only thing like that happened to us was we got stuck in a storm in Colorado and ended up having to spend the night at some random hotel. But we ended up getting to go to a different ski resort for a day. But we were stuck. We couldn't get to Vail.
Oh, man.
So we ended up we got to go to Keystone.
That kind of doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah. But my mom, we lost a lot of. My mom ended up losing a lot of money because they lost a night of hotel and
that's bad.
And then had to get another hotel.
Right, and you're double hotel paying.
But I think the shuttle company paid for something because I think she had she might have actually gotten the travel insurance that nobody ever gets.
Yeah, I don't know. We've definitely
that's one of those things where it can happen, but for your Europe stuff, that's where I'm just man, who knows?
I know.
What if you get in a storm?
Here's the thing, though, because we did look at it, and there's so many things that aren't covered, and there's all these loopholes and stuff. Yeah. I'm dude, if something does happen, who knows if it's even going to cover it?
That is true.
You know what I mean? And you look through all the loopholes, and you're
when they say things like acts of God, and you're what does that cover?
Yeah,
and then,
it's so vague.
What if you get in a hurricane and then you lose the cruise, and is that not going to get covered?
Well, and there was different payouts. For instance, for the cruise, if you miss it, if you're just late to the thing, it only pays out 50% of what you missed.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a flight delayed and you don't get there on time, you're only getting half your money back anyway.
Yeah.
So it's
but then you got to think about, is half better than none?
I don't know, but the amount that it costs paying.
Almost. Yeah, well, then that's where you have to start doing some major.
Right. And so that's, we were juggling that around. One of our philosophies over the years is that we've saved so much money by not doing the insurance over the years that if someday we do get hosed, maybe it's our savings account, from all those years.
It's not you just have that money sitting there.
I know, but I'm just saying we've saved a lot of money by not doing that.
That's true. Me too. I don't know. Benson was joking. The ticket insurance, when you get tickets to concerts and stuff, and it almost seems hey, it'd be unfortunate if something happened to these. It's such a mafia thing.
Exactly.
Hey, I really hope nothing happens, but it might happen. You don't know. It'd be really unfortunate if something happened to these tickets. What?
Dude, we
it's
missed
some kind of weird shakedown.
All those shows we could have been selling ticket insurance.
Yeah, hey, it'd be really unfortunate if something happened to this show. Really unfortunate if you lost your tickets.
Yeah, that'd be real
that'd be real bad if that happened. What do you just a couple extra bucks?
Yeah,
just make sure.
Come on.
Insurance. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how I feel about some of that stuff.
it is.
Like,
There's
it'd be a
definitely
real shame
parts.
if your flight got delayed. Like,
Yeah.
if the airline's saying that, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Well, I hope that, Mark, that you don't let that turn you off from vacations forever, because
Okay, we got a last
not
minute.
all of them.
We got a last minute mail that
All
I'm
right.
going to read on my phone.
Last minute phone mail.
Phone mail. Phone letter.
Phone, yeah. Someone's phoning it in.
Sounds real.
That was real bad.
If my phone is like up to snuff. Okay, here we go. Previously, I accidentally sent you guys an unfinished draft. What I meant to do was link All Fats Are with a Pillage Cast podcast I had just heard. Then I was going to say about Lemmy stench, then realized that Lemmy was thin, giving up, and say everyone stinks and everybody poops. So I think he's trying to say all fats are smelly.
He said everyone stinks.
Oh, okay.
He's saying it's a universal experience. Because that's why he said he smelled, because he's skinny. Okay, so he just didn't finish his draft. This is Mario, by the way, I think he said.
Oh, yeah.
Mario, who's in the chat, hanging out.
Number 2, about spinners. It was a 10-year-old that was trying to clean it by putting the small part in her mouth and accidentally swallowed it. I saw.
It's
so
also
we had,
super gross that you're cleaning something up with your
put
mouth.
All kinds of stuff in their mouth, and it's so gross.
I can attest to that, definitely.
But like, so we had fidget spinner day on Friday at the elementary school, because I found out, I guess the reason why I'd never seen them is because they're like banned completely. Right. They can't even have them out at school. And it was, I think it's going to be the first and last.
Now you know why they're banned.
Because, well, they're always trying to steal them from each other and like making deals, and then they get mad. It's a whole thing.
That's why teachers never want you to bring toys in the first place. It's not even just because of the distraction, but everyone gets upset.
And then parents get mad that their kids thing. And like, I remember causing a huge ruckus. I got baseball cards banned at the Boys and Girls Club because I made a trade with a kid, and then I didn't want to do it. I realized I made a bad deal, and so I raised a huge fuss. And I knew what the consequences. So I remember the guy in charge, like, Brendan, you realize like this is gonna end up like
you did.
We're gonna end up having to like ban baseball cards. And I was like, that's fine.
He said, "Look what you did, you little jerk."
And so I got baseball cards banned.
Man, did you get your cards back?
I did.
So it works.
But it ended up not working out long term.
You wanted that Ken Griffey Jr. card back?
Well, it was I had a Cecil Fielder rookie card, and at the time Cecil Fielder was super hot because he had hit 51 home runs. But then, like, after, like, he immediately just, like, tanked after that. And I think whatever I traded for probably would have been a better long-term deal.
Yeah, in the end, however,
but none of those cards
probably worth like 10 cents.
It was because I think this was like an 86, 87 top situation.
Right.
The wood background? No, it was an 86 tops because it was the ones with the all bold, like, capital letters on the top with the black background and the white edge.
Wood was like, what?
Wood was 87.
87, okay.
86 was the like capital with the black background and then the white edge. I don't know. I love those wood. The wood background looked pretty great.
It had a cool look. It's still crazy to me that was a thing I did for a while.
It's cool that I could talk to you about baseball cards.
It's like it was like the Pokemon of its day, though.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, there's a list. I can collect these.
100%. Organize them all. And for us, like OCD kids, it was like
I can look in this book and it tells me what it's worth, and I can put them in order of how much they're worth, or the number of the card, or alphabetical, or by team. I mean, that's like hours of entertainment right there.
I remember just spending hours just stacking my baseball cards in various stacks, putting them in albums, taking them out, reorganizing them. Oh, I'm going to get a Padres only album. Oh, I'm going to do this. And then I don't know, My window for like actively like being interested in was not long, but there was a couple years there where I was like super excited about them. All right. Then we talk about episode number 332, 007. Your pronunciation of inspector sound like inspector.
Inspector. Oh, that's funny.
Not the first time I heard this. Is it just me or everyone?
No, I can hear that. Inspector.
What maybe made Lucis Spoonhour think Clerks with Porn was Kevin's business card that said, "We'll put anything in our mouths. No, seriously, we make movies."
That was a business card.
Goofy humor. According to someone citing Einstein's theory, Superman flew fast enough that it looks like he's spinning around the world in reverse, but it's really him traveling back through time. That still doesn't explain everybody else. doing it.
But if he went back in time, then
It wouldn't
he's in an
make
earlier time.
everybody. Yeah, it wouldn't. That's not how time travel works.
Then they've like created 2 different universes.
Yeah,
Then
exactly.
You've got, like, the
no,
dark
everybody's
1985.
wrong. Everybody's wrong.
Then you have
He
dark
spun the
1985.
entire Earth backwards.
You've got the dark 19. Well, I guess it was 1978, where like Lois is dead and everyone also died. So he just created an alternate timeline.
Superman versus the Flash in comics have had races about who's the fastest. If Flash can't travel through time, then so can Superman. There's precedent. Whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Amazon Books. Trigger warning. Kanye West owes me Madness of Cthulhu's were me. Mario says he went to Earth 2.
I guess they have set that up, that there's alternate worlds.
Oh, so he got some of those books.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, thank you for buying that stuff.
Yeah. Number 333, past TV shows. Facts of Life also had drunk driving relatives. Oh, yeah. Well, all the special episodes.
Oh, yeah. That's a
Punky
thing.
Brewster was an especially high saturation and did not pull any punches.
I feel like it was targeted at a younger
yeah,
audience.
Well, that's that also.
Because Facts of Life was more like, I don't know, like
all
a family drama.
Same thing with different strokes, because he brought up the bicycle shop episode, but this, like,
there were kids, but it was more of a family targeted show, whereas Punky Brewster was
like a kid
pretty
show.
Much targeted at kids. It was on like in
and
the
they
afternoon,
definitely did
it?
have a it was like afternoons.
Yeah,
like
so
when I got home from school.
Because I feel like Facts
like
of Life
5
was
o'clock
like
at the latest.
Yeah.
But I think it was like a 3-4 o'clock show. So it was definitely like I got home from school and it was syndicated, so it wasn't like a set time.
Right.
Like, because it was on different channels. But I watched, I don't remember what channel showed it in
But then
San
Facts
Diego.
of Life and Different Strokes were like evening, like,
nighttime, primetime family
shows.
sitcoms.
So it makes it a little more shocking.
And also, I don't know.
But those were everywhere. I mean, everybody had special episodes.
Growing Pains had Matt LeBlanc die from internal bleeding after a drunken auto accident. And then he did post these. Tom and Jerry have talked and sung in the past, which is
I saw
true.
those videos.
It's like a few things, but it's not like a common every episode occurrence.
Right. It's more like a whoa.
It was like a funny, like, for humor.
Right.
Like, but it's still, I mean, it's still, it is true. They did.
He pointed talking, singing. I think he posted like 3 different videos of it.
Yeah.
So.
But the Tom and Jerry movie from 1992, where they are singing and talking the entire time, a lot. And that's why,
because in those there's
it's just like one little thing.
He says something.
It's like Silent Bob and Clerks kind of thing,
right?
Whereas in this 1992 movie, which I watched clips of, because I was like reading about that, and then I was a little bit off. The Jetsons movie came out in 1990.
Okay.
So, but that was a big deal, and I was right about that they replaced the lady, because the original Judy, it was all the original cast. It was the last thing Mel Blanc ever did. Like, really? He died in the middle of it, and they had to, like, the guy that played George, it was the voice of George Jetson. It was also he died. And then Judy, who I think it's the same woman who she's done a bunch of stuff. But they replaced her with Tiffany to be more like, to attract a more hip audience,
right?
And like, so they alienated every Jetsons fan.
Right.
So that's one of the reasons why the movie bombed, because they alienated. When you alienate your core audience like that, like.
And plus, how many people cared that it was the voice?
Well,
of
and then
Tiffany?
there was new Tiffany songs.
Yeah.
Which for me, I was a big. I
was
like
in a modern one. What they would do then is give her like a new character. She's the new girl in town.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to.
You don't just replace Judy when you have the entire original cast and then Tiffany. It is
June Foray.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, June Foray. Yeah.
Right.
So like
Rocky.
So she recorded her entire track. And then they replaced it at the last minute.
Yeah, she's like the new cousin in town, or like whatever.
Or like Judy's rival, or something.
Anything, any new character that you put in the movie, like that's, man. If only we could go back in time and be like, hey guys.
Well, it didn't do very well.
Yeah.
Neither did Tom and Jerry.
It's a shame.
And the Top Cat movie, it came out in Mexico.
Oh.
And then it came out very briefly. It wasn't intended for a theatrical release here. But it did really well in Mexico, and then it bombed in England, and like, because they actually had a theatrical release in England, but the reviews, I read some of the reviews, like, they are brutal.
Really?
And so they're like,
I don't expect from a Top Cat movie.
I don't know, but everybody was just like very puzzled, because it made a ton of money in Mexico. It was like one of the biggest box office.
It's probably just a really popular character.
It made like over $50 million. Like, it made a ton of money.
Well, maybe they'll get a Top Cat too. Even
it's
Topper.
weird when certain characters are like really popular in certain places.
You
Like,
never know what's gonna catch on.
And then like that aren't popular. Like I mean, I guess I don't know, because like in China they love like Winnie the Pooh like so freaking much, and that's why the Winnie the Pooh ride happened.
Yeah.
In Japan, it's like in Japan and China they like love Winnie the Pooh. They also love Stitch. Like it's when they realized they had something with Stitch was when like it hit the Asian market like huge.
Well, that's a big market.
Yeah. I was watching the ride through stuff because the Mission Breakout opened. So did you hear about they had like a failed viral marketing attempt where I guess there's like the Marvel. So there's like a Marvel ride universe. It's like separate in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's going to be like the rides all are tied together.
Okay.
And so there's going to be like an Iron Man ride in, I think, Hong Kong.
Okay.
Or maybe Shanghai. And then there's like there's another thing. The cruise line. There's like on the cruise line, there's a Marvel thing. So those are going to be tied together. But then there's persistent rumors that there's going to be a Marvel land at California Adventure, and the space that it's going to occupy is like right behind like the Tower of Terror, where the parking lot and stuff is there, and that's all going to be going away. But right now they are kind of fighting with the city about some of that.
That would be cool. I mean, it would make sense to have that.
So there's like, I guess they had this like thing during the press event where there was these like SHIELD agents like in hazmat suits and stuff, but nobody was paying attention to them, so it didn't really get covered. But then there's this Avengers hatch that's been discovered near the ride, like next door.
That's pretty rad.
So like, there's a whole lot of hubbub going on.
I'm sure everyone has seen by now, but that really funny like ABC guy that
goes the guy on screaming.
And just screams like. It has the greatest scream, and everyone else on the ride is like, and he's just, I think he even passes out at one point. Like,
I'm sure it hit home for Brian, because when we went on Tower of Terror, that's why he's not interested at all. I think the ride looks cool, and I want to go, and there's an animatronic rocket, and there's like all kinds of, like in the collector, like it's got all his like stuff. I'm really excited.
As much as like it bums me that we lost Tower of Terror, like I'm not like gonna boycott it or anything, because I love Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm just really excited. But it's funny because they're not allowed to use like Marvel and stuff like in their advertising. Like if you notice for like the Summer of Heroes, like they're not saying Marvel heroes.
Why is that?
The Universal, the advertising, they can't, so they can have rides and stuff west of the Mississippi, but the advertising covers.
Gosh, that's such a mess.
And well, I mean, it must be ironclad, because if they had been able to find a way around it, hey, I mean,
yeah, but you know what? Every kid knows that's Marvel. No one had to like tell you.
Well, this all came from back when Marvel was like about to go out of business.
Yeah. They were desperate. And it worked. They kept it afloat long enough to see this all come true. So
yeah,
so excited.
I'm excited about Spider-Man. Looks so awesome.
I'm gonna have to wait like a week or two to see it.
Man,
because we're in Denmark at that point.
It might come out in Denmark.
Yeah, but I can Danish. I mean, I know sometimes they have English theaters, but I don't know.
You can watch it in Danish.
And also, like, and this is like a weird thing, but like I'm in Denmark for like possibly the only time in my life. Yeah. Do I want to spend that time watching Spider-Man? Not that I don't.
Speaking of which,
I don't know.
I like learned some geography stuff by listening to Mandarin Orange Show.
Okay.
Because you were talking about the Netherlands and Holland and stuff, and I was like,
Dutch.
What is all that? Like, because it's so weird.
Right.
Like, and then it's like Dutch, but like they call people from Holland Dutch.
Right.
But then they speak
Dutch.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of it. Yeah, it's called Holland or the Netherlands, and they speak Dutch.
Holland is a territory in the Netherlands. Netherlands consists of multiple territories. Holland is one of them. Holland is not a country.
Was it at one point a country?
I think so,
probably,
or something.
I feel like it must have been.
But it's a territory in the Netherlands.
Sort of like the UK versus England type of thing.
Yes, but no, not even, because Holland is not a country. England is a country. Holland is not a country.
So maybe like the UK versus Great Britain.
Maybe.
Something like that.
I don't know. But I did find out that Holland is not a country, and the Netherlands is a country. And also the jerk and also the jerk that tried to correct me, because one of my favorite wrestlers, Tommy N, now known as Aleister Black in NXT, is from Holland. And but he always, when he talks about it, he says he's from the Netherlands. And so when this guy's like, oh yeah, who's that? And then some guy said, who's that? And I was like, oh, that's Tommy N. He's from the Netherlands. And some guy's like, no, he's not. He's from Holland. And he was like a real jerk about it. And so he can just
he's wrong.
Can shove it.
But then Denmark, they're Danish and they speak Danish. So you got, again, it's
but it just sounds like, because then you have Dutch. Like what?
Right.
Like where does the word Dutch come? How do you get Dutch out of Holland? And then like and then German in Germany is Deutsch.
Right.
So that gets really confusing.
Right.
And like what are Deutsch and Dutch? Are those related?
They
like
probably are language related, but there are close. I mean, Holland / the Netherlands, whatever, is really close to Denmark, but Germany is like in between them. I think Belgium is up there.
When I met
right near that.
When I met Tommy, I should have had him explain it to me.
Yeah, what's the deal there?
Because he lives in Amsterdam, which is the capital of Holland, but it's the capital of Holland, which Holland is a province.
Is there a capital of
yes. It's The Hague.
That's the capital of. Okay.
Yes. Mario says, "What about Dutch oven?"
That is just farting in your bed under your blanket.
Or an actual Dutch oven.
Oh yeah,
which we had in Boy Scouts. You make cobblers with them, and they're really good.
I make cobblers in my Dutch ovens too. They're disgusting.
That's gross. That's really gross. You know, it's not gross.
What's that?
Listening to podcasts using Stitcher.
Not gross.
Or listening to them using anything, really.
Yeah.
Listening to this podcast.
Well, sometimes it's gross.
Well, it's definitely that.
But like gross. In an entertaining way.
Yeah,
hopefully.
But be sure to rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes. That'd be awesome.
Definitely.
And listen to all the other podcasts on the Benview Network as well. There's a new one that I think premiered already.
I know.
The Super Mario Brothers Minute. I got to put that on.
I have to like.
It's only a minute.
I know.
Oh no, the podcast isn't a minute.
No, it's about the whole podcast is about minute by minute the movie Super Mario Brothers.
But what if like nothing happens for like 10 minutes?
Well, I mean, the concept of that is funny, except that why Super Mario Brothers?
Because they all think it's fun, and
I know, but
it's one of these
so
millennial hot takes now, where they're like, "Oh, this is actually good." No, it's not.
It's not good. It's not good. I mean, it's not good. It's just not good. I fully support their right to do the show.
I'm sure it'll
be entertaining. I know the show will be entertaining. But my gosh.
I listened to your ad. You both said Super Mario Brothers at the same time when you said what movie should you do. That still doesn't make it a wise decision.
Still a horrible movie. But again, I think it's going to be an entertaining show. You guys should check it out. And Super Mario Brothers.
When are we getting more Alex P. Keaton is my friend? Are you even going to finish before you leave?
I'm going to finish. I do want to see if we can find a time to do it with us, but
you've enjoyed it since childhood because you're millennials. No, just kidding.
No, just
you're not. At least you're not going back and saying, because that's like this thing I see where like these hot takes where they're like, maybe the prequels weren't as bad as you guys think, or then like the other way around, like this movie actually sucks, this beloved movie, and like I'm like, stop it.
Super Mario Brothers.
I guess if you were, but no, because I was a kid when I saw it in the theater. I was 10, and I wanted that movie more than any movie. And I'm like, that was not Super Mario Brothers at all.
Yeah.
So maybe you were too little to even realize that. Maybe that's why.
Maybe because we grew up with Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I was a kid when Super Mario Brothers released.
Yeah.
So because that was precious.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe that's it. And like I said,
but even then, it's still a dumb movie.
It's still terrible. But I think their show will be great. I know those guys can make anything entertaining. So
100%.
That part I'm not
I
worried
support
about.
the show.
Yes.
We're not. This is not to say don't listen to the show.
Listen to the show.
100% listen to the show.
And then
that movie.
Don't watch the movie. Just listen to the show.
Or watch the movie. I don't care.
I do think the idea of doing like a minute by minute thing is funny. Like I think that's a funny concept.
What do you do when there's like 8 minutes of like the same thing or like something dumb?
Then just talk about that. I don't know. It'll be funny.
It's day 2 of like
the opening credits. Oh, who's in the credits today? The first like month could just be the opening credits.
Well, they're doing like 2 episodes a week.
That's awesome.
Well, you can listen to episode 1. The first minute is just
opening credits. That's awesome.
So you just
See,
kinda
again, I
talk
think
about,
that concept is really, really funny. I like the idea of doing that. Have other people done that? Is that
well,
like a thing
it's
they invented?
it's a thing that people are doing.
Well, it's
so
a cool idea. It's a cool idea.
they're doing it.
Um,
You also you guys have been doing Mandarin Show.
we have. I actually have one that I got to finish editing. Will probably be up maybe tomorrow or Wednesday or whatever
And
day.
just says Star Wars Minute is very popular.
Okay. Yeah, again, I think that's a funny idea. Like looking at each thing, each minute of a movie or show or whatever.
Well, if you want to save time, speaking of minutes, having a good website that's easy to install and run is essentially, and you can do that on DreamHost, and you can save $50 off your DreamHost order by going to radiobrendo.com and clicking the DreamHost link.
Yes, and you know what else? You know, we're leaving on our trip in like a week and a half, like a little over that. I got some stuff I still have to buy, and thankfully I have Amazon Prime.
What are you buying?
Those last minute things. Well, we got to get we haven't gotten our plug connectors yet for like electronic devices.
Oh yeah, voltage.
Yeah, you got to get it is. It absolutely is.
I guess that's true. They're not just.
So it's really easy.
Are we ever going to get on the same voltage?
I don't think so. Well, it's not because it's not even just the voltage. It's also their plugs are all.
The plugs are all different, and you got to get those adapters.
We're going to 3 different regions that have 3 different types of plugs.
Well, that's where you can get those travel kits.
Yeah. So again, on Amazon, I think it's like $25 to get the voltage converter and the plugs, like all in a big pack. So we haven't done that yet, but because we have Amazon Prime, it'll get here before we leave.
Well, you better get on that.
Yeah, we got plenty of time. We got Amazon Prime.
Well, there's certain things that what if they're back ordered?
Oh, there's a lot. There's like tons of these things. Amazon Prime time.
All right.
That should be their slogan.
Well, you can get a 30-day free trial to try it out.
Yeah.
By going to radiobrendo.com and clicking that 30-day free trial Amazon Prime link. That gives you 30 days of the 40,000 movies and TV episodes in the instant watch library. There's also the Kindle book library. There's a unlimited free 2-day shipping, no minimum order size. You find a good deal.
Yeah,
you buy it.
It's great.
And then even if you already have Prime or you don't want it for some weird reason, you can still buy stuff on Amazon and help out the show. It's your number one way to help out the show, and we need your help.
We do, and we will read off what you buy on the show anonymously, of course.
Yeah,
and see what cool stuff you got. What do we get this week?
Well, somebody just got a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
So somebody got some Sour Patch Kids, just like one bag. I guess you really want it. I just want to see if it's like a big bag or what's the situation
here. Regular old box.
It's just like a regular old bag.
14-ounce bag. I mean, why not? Get it on
$3.39.
That's I think that's a bigger bag, right? That's like a
14-ounce, pretty
big, right?
I think.
I don't know. I'm not there's got to be.
Here's like a 30-ounce
5-ounce one there, so they're small ones.
Well, the 30-ounce bag is $4.49. That's what I would have gotten.
Maybe they needed that size specifically. I don't know.
They got a lot of different Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah,
they're a little too sour for me.
I gotta be honest. I to a certain degree I can handle them, but I would pick other candies besides sour.
I'm more of a straight gummy man.
Yeah, I like straight sweet things. Although I do like sour balls.
I also don't like, but I think my other problem is that they're a little bit, me and my messy foods. You get it all over your fingers.
I have to shake them in my mouth.
You get the powder on your fingers.
Yeah.
I'm not cool with that. You get your hands all sticky.
What do people write reviews of Sour Patch Kids? Like, I'm just curious. Like, who's giving a 1-star to Sour Patch Kids?
It's probably like complaining about,
like, who sent it to them or whatever.
Never again. Ordered for 2 stockings. Both were unusable. One was frozen after being melted together in a big chunk in the bag. Also, both bags had punctures in them, so there was sugar all over. I'll be sending back and going somewhere local.
There's quite a few that said it came as one big
stale and not fresh. I bought 3 bags and they're all the same. Came as one big clump.
Oh no, here we go. This
liquid in bag. Wait, this one?
Well, yeah, this is just they actually
the
wrote
sour sweet combination of these various flavors was really good. That is until I got close to the bottom of the bag where I found this clear liquid that ruined 1/4 of the bag. Oh, that sounds gross. There was hardly any liquid left as it had soaked into the candies. I might have thought that the liquid was there after I opened the bag. I said the bag had not been shaken whatsoever since its opening, and none of the candies on the top or side had been wet. Additionally, the temperature of the room had been at a steady 68 degrees, so they couldn't have melted.
That's a weird. That's weird. Oh, now this one is this is what I wanted to see.
I normally love Sour Patch Kids until recently. No matter where I buy them, they taste and look different. What? I'm starting to think that they changed the receipts. Changing the receipt on you.
Yeah, I hate when they change the receipt.
The last 4 to 5 bags I have bought, the candy looks wet and they are almost not sour. Big disappointment since these were my favorite candy up until now. I bought Sour Patch Kids from Walmart, Amazon, local grocery, and another Walmart in a different town, all with the same result.
Well, they always are kind of like moist. That's what you were talking about. They have that kind of sticky.
I don't like it. Or they're like rock hard.
Yeah, but that's how it's always been. That's how those
candies are. That's how all of them are.
You either like that or you don't.
So I'm not super into them.
Some people obviously love them. My kids, my sisters, like they can't get enough of those things.
What about those? Yeah, Sour Punch, same thing.
Oh. Again, like some of them, the blue Sour Punch ones, I'll eat. They're kind of good, but I'd rather just have something that's not sour.
I also don't want to burn my tongue like I ate a whole pack of Sweet Tart once, and then I burned my tongue so bad on the sweet that I couldn't taste anything for like a week, and I seriously thought I had caused permanent damage.
Damage your tongue.
Yeah. All right, we got a Whitmore Deluxe Rolling Utility Shopping Cart. I guess this would be like for laundry or something.
Or teachers. Teachers use these things like crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a teacher purchase. But also good for laundry.
I'm Still Here on Blu-ray. Which one's that?
I'm trying to think.
Is that the Joaquin Phoenix one? No. Maybe. Yes.
No, it is. Okay.
Ugh.
I was picture. Did you ever watch it?
Fan.
I never saw it.
I started watching and I wasn't into it. That's also the movie where Casey Affleck allegedly like sexually harassed those women.
Oh yeah. Maybe they're doing some research.
Maybe. Tac Force TF 705 RB assisted opening tactical folding knife, rainbow half serrated blade, black handle, 4.5-inch closed. Wonder who ordered this freaking giant knife.
I don't know, but it might be my brother who sleeps next to a knife.
Yeah. Or what was it? The Backyard Samurai?
Yeah.
I wonder if he reviewed
Maybe he
this.
like listens to our show.
Dude, we got to interview the Backyard. Dude, that's a crazy knife. What do you need that for?
Well, dude, have you ever cut salami with a knife like that? I mean, it cuts nicely.
It also cuts people. It's like a tactical.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, these are the ones that like when I'm like, hey, I can't get this package open, and then my brother whips out one of these things, and then the package is open.
Sharp. Whoa. David says not me.
Oh, it wasn't David.
Some other person.
Someone else likes salami.
All right, so the 5-star review says sharp, pointy, sleek. Prepare to look dangerous.
Oh, it's got it. We got to see his backyard. Is Backyard Samurai in here?
I don't see.
No, he uses more like ninja type weapons, but
he says, I bought one of these knives several months ago and loved it. I've since bought 2 more, but had my dainty, neat, and proper lady friend steal one of them because it's pretty. The knife is probably the best dollar for product knife I've ever owned. I've had Leatherman, Gerber. Wow, watch out for Toby Garcia, everybody. He is definitely armed and possibly dangerous. He's got a can opener. And he
pretty great. Nice knife. Read this before buying.
I have never owned a pocket knife in my life, but after bringing LNM on Reddit for a while, binging LNM on Reddit. Oh, there's like a knife Reddit?
Probably. There's Reddit for everything.
So I got this knife with Prime memberships, and boy, am I obsessed with it. Watch out for Molly. This blade is legitimately super sharp and means business. I love the rainbow. It looks incredible. I got the one down, the one hand open, closed in about 5 minutes. Ugh.
That's great.
I hope I never have to use it to defend myself, but if I do, I know I'm in good hands with this product. Watch out. Molly's going to choppy.
You know, I'm not allowed to own knives because I always immediately cut myself with a knife. I'm just not even like butter knife is my limit.
Garbage breaks after a few weeks.
What do you do with it?
After a month, the blade wobbles severely from side to side. Would have to spend money buying some custom device to try and fix it. Oh, and I have only ever used the knife on opening mail. Why do you
mail?
Why are you getting a tactical knife to open mail?
What kind of envelopes are you getting?
Man. Misstep in manufacturing makes blade unlockable and dangerous.
Wow.
The blade, when extended, does not lock in place. Maybe you got a
Could have gotten a bum one.
defect. Broken promise, broken blade.
Broken promise, broken blade.
The blade broke. I used about 25 times cutting baling twine. No twisting, jabbing, simply easy to cut twine. Well, I guess it's okay as a tactical knife. You only want to use it once to get someone thing and leave half the blade in. You was not able to get it replaced. Amazon said not their problem, and the listed company said they only sell it. Sounds like you got hosed.
Yeah.
Do not buy.
It also was from Amazon.
I purchased 11 of them as gifts for my wedding. Here, have a knife. If that's like your groomsman gift.
I mean, that's not totally surprising, though.
I see lots of reports that these don't lock in place. That is kind of scary.
Yeah, be careful of that.
Don't chop your fingers off, guy.
Although it is overwhelmingly positive responses, so
Yes.
you know it could just be a few of them. So
Well, now we got a Blades USA polypropylene karambit training knife. Oh, it's like a rubber training knife. A lot of weapons this week.
Huh? Whoa, what is that?
Oh, this is like
it's
one of those like you hold it like and it goes down. This is like, but it's like plastic, so it's like rubber. But this is one of those knives. It's a karambit knife, so you like hold it like. This is like freaking
for hunting, right?
I think so. Either
That's
that
how
or
they
just
clean
like
the carcass,
or just like jacking a dude. No, see, look, it's like a martial arts knife.
Oh, dude, please tell me the Backyard Samurai reviewed this one.
Ooh,
Backyard Samurai, Backyard Samurai.
is this a plastic or a metal? Well, it says polypropylene.
Maybe they don't know what that is.
Well, hey,
It's plastic.
what's the point in even buying a practice karambit? Why not just practice with the sheath on a real one?
It's not a
That's
question.
basically,
guy.
I'm a tough boy. I don't need a practice.
Yeah.
A real one? Due to the curvature of the blade, it would be so easy to snag yourself or a practice partner and get very badly cut. Developing a feeling for technique with the practice karambit is critical to being able to use the real thing. Get two. You'll truly appreciate the benefit the first time you spar with a partner. The feeling of trapping and redirecting someone's arm using the karambit is a must feel to appreciate. It's so worth it. These people are... Watch out for Tim Conley, everybody. He's got a karambit and he will jack you. Jeez. Is it sharp?
No.
No. It is designed to be a training knife.
Man. What I bet the one
VR
stars,
imaging.
the one stars are like, it's not a knife.
Thought it was real, but was fake.
I knew it. I knew it. Read the product description, dude. That's funny stuff.
I don't see our good friend Backyard Samurai.
I was really hoping we had Backyard Samurai in there. Oh well, we'll find him again. We'll come across you again, Backyard Samurai.
These are meant to like claw into your flesh. It's like,
well, this is a practice one. You're just practicing clawing.
if I ever saw somebody with one of these like real things, I'd be really scared.
Well, maybe that's the point.
Cold Steel Trench Hawk Trainer Axe.
This is like is that like a climbing axe? What are we looking at here?
I think this is in like a rubber axe.
Was that like for like that's like for
this
throwing?
Is a weapon axe, but this is a rubber one. So somebody is getting like practice. Maybe it's for LARPing.
Could be, or it could be like for a play, like stage type of stuff too.
There's like guns. Oh, here's like you can get a shield, a buckler.
I wonder it's got to be one of those, either for training, like for a stage something, or for LARPing. Something like that.
Does it come with a sheath? No. I'm thinking of setting up straw bales as a target for throwing practice in a tournament. Has anyone thrown this axe? What should a target be? First of all, you can't break this axe no matter what you throw it at. It's that solid. Not sure if it would stick like a steel axe, but hay bales will be fine for practice.
This one is like all good. Everyone loves
Mr. Krobos.
Mr. Krobos.
Solid cold steel trainer.
All right. They like it. Sturdy. Deadpool approves.
All right. Well, that's fun.
All right.
Somebody getting those weapons. I want to hear about what's going on with these weapons.
Planters Peanuts.
Yeah, Planters Peanuts, honey roasted, 1 ounce canister. Chef Boyardee ravioli, beef, 4 count. Somebody's getting all their food.
Might as well, dude.
Chef
They bring it to your
Boyardee
house.
spaghetti and meatballs. You get those boxes and you
Yeah.
can fill a whole box. Subscribe and save.
Yep.
Premium hypoallergenic waterproof mattress protector. Vinyl free. Oreo golden sandwich cookies, lemon cream. I've been trying to find those the fireworks ones with popping candy.
I want that.
And I want them. They
No
got
luck though.
What's her face was doing the commercials. Ellie Kemper.
Yeah. A little warm here. Huh?
Yeah, I slimed the desk a little bit there.
You got slimed.
All right, we got Honey Nut Chex gluten free.
The funny thing is they've always been gluten free. That's just what they put on there now to advertise.
Well, what if they were wheat Chex?
Well, the wheat ones, but the corn ones
they're made of corn.
Gluten free, right?
Corn doesn't have gluten in it because it's corn.
But they put it on there now because that's
and
like
rice, same thing.
Right, exactly. So
I think regular Chex are rice Chex.
I think so.
And then if it's corn Chex, it's corn.
Right.
It says corn Chex. And if it's wheat, it says wheat Chex.
I really like Chex. They're good. They're good.
They are. And then you can make Muddy Buddies. Muddy Buddies are really good. Butter. Sweet Tarts, Chewy Sours, candy. Reclosable bag. Someone's getting candy and food. Kellogg's Rice Krispie Treat cereal. Rice Krispie Treat cereal. Used to get that.
Skip the middleman. Go straight to the Rice
Snack
Krispie
pack
treat.
Pudding. Oh, if someone's buying the snack packs.
Yeah, I'll be your snack pack.
Chocolate and vanilla. Keeping it old school. Tac Force Pocket Knife, Black Blade, Tactical Knife. So another knife here. Let's check this bad boy out. Ugh, these knives are very scary looking.
I think they got some more salami to cut.
Nice and well-balanced knife. Carambit. So this is a carambit, like curved. I think it means curved. So it just slides right into your kidneys.
Or I really do think like in hunting, they use it to like clean carcasses and stuff.
This is like a tactical, like stab somebody. Is it legal to carry in New York? Yes, it's legal in New York. By Kimbo Stocks.
Thanks, Kimbo.
All right. Brandon F. Here's what you should know. I have a multitude of pictures for whoever wanted detail because I know the 2 pics the company or whoever is selling this did not provide enough with just the 2 pics. No offense. I'm sorry, but your advertisement is terrible. Let me sell this knife for you. Arrived quick. Came in a yellow package. Inside the yellow package, you have the Tac Force box. And inside the Tac Force box is a slip of paper and the knife isolated in plastic.
Extremely detailed.
For the price the knife is selling for, the quality looks stupendous. It feels like it belongs in my hands. Watch out for Brandon F., everybody.
He will be very detailed reporting whatever it is.
Ugh. I don't know.
See, this picture right here would be my hand like cut open from just open the box. I already cut myself.
EDC, everyday carry. Yikes. Oh, here's a 1-star. Not catching it when it opens. Just got it pretty. What? Not catching it when it opens? Just got it pretty disappointed and almost closed on my fingers.
Otherwise, what?
It doesn't lock. It only locked once, but the locking part is far. So it's not catching it when it opens. Just got it pretty disappointed, almost closed on my fingers. So basically, this person almost killed themselves.
You could live after cutting your fingers off.
What if you like sprayed all your blood out?
You could die, but you could also definitely.
Otherwise, it looks good. So 1 star, almost chopped my fingers off, but otherwise looks good. Okay, whatever you say, buddy.
I'm not sure I'm going to trust that review there.
All right.
Mint. Oh, Pepperidge
Farm Milano cookies. Mint. Are you a Milano fan?
You know, I am, but I'm not the mint part, though.
Why not?
Because I don't like mint in, like, food. I like mint as a gum.
What about ice cream?
Oh, no.
What's wrong with you?
Oh.
Mint chip?
Oh.
Well, that's like one of the best ice creams.
No, that's like a breath mint. I have a breath mint.
What about icy mint Sprite?
I mean, I
think you would like it.
But it's not, it definitely doesn't sound appealing.
So the Pepsi Fire and Ice came out.
That's cinnamon, though. See, cinnamon, I'm fine with that.
Not. The ice is mint.
I don't know. I'm not sure how I would feel. I would try it. I mean, it's not like a disgusting. I don't care for it. It's not like
Right.
my thing.
We got to wrap this up.
All right, we got to wrap this up.
Brooks chili beans, hot, 30 ounce.
Mm.
Does that mean they
Hot
come
chili.
hot, or they're?
Yeah, they ship them in like
Well, it could be one of those things that like it cooks in the thing.
yeah, it's like a pizza box. Those pizza heater things.
You got a USB-C cable, 6-foot USB Type-C,
Nintendo Switch
or MacBook.
I'm gonna hold out for it's a Nintendo Switch.
Herb Ox beef instant broth and seasoning, sodium free. It's good.
All right.
Vanilla wafers mini, 11 ounce. Nabisco cookies mini, variety pack. Nutter butter, peanut patty.
I love that people are just doing their grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Keep at that. That's awesome.
Body back companies, body back buddy.
Try saying that 10 times fast.
Body back companies, body back buddy. Original with tray point, palm size, trigger point, self massage bundle, handheld shiatsu, gua sha, and deep tissue maz.
Pretty sure that's cut off there. They didn't know what their limit of characters was. What do we got here?
I don't know what
the
this
heck
thing
is that?
What is this thing? It looks like a
medieval torture device.
It's like a claw hanger that like you use to massage yourself.
Oh, it's like to reach like a back scratcher.
Yeah, but it looks really weird.
I don't understand what those parts do.
They got like it's got all these like nubs.
I mean, he shows him like scratching his back or his neck. Oh, but it like that's weird. I don't even understand.
It like digs into you.
I mean, I guess that could be good.
And then there's like a little guy.
Huh. It's like a really complicated back scratcher.
Yeah.
That's weird. I would never, if you like showed that to me and said, guess what this is for, I would never have like figured out what it was.
It looks a little nuts.
Probably, I mean.
Mario says she sells seashells by the seashore.
She sells seashells by the seashore. Body back companies, body back buddy. Body back companies, body back buddy. Body back companies, body back buddy.
Well, on that note, be sure to go to radiobrendo.com for all the other stuff. Check out our Facebook group for constant good things. Our subreddit, and we're working on Kickstarter stuff.
Yeah.
How's that coming along, Phil?
Good. I have some downloads I'll be sending out before I leave on the trip, which is cool.
Don't forget to check out our Clicker Heroes clans. John Goobang Do, and you said Mandarin Orange Show.
We got a couple spots in there still.
All right. We might be freeing up a spot in Radio BrendoMan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, actually, I got another. I forgot to tell you about this.
What?
We got a letter on Mandarin Orange Show, and Lane is one of the people, and I forget which one it is, but he told me, and he said that I deleted that account and he can't get back into it, so you might as well kick him out.
Which one?
Get to it. I'll recognize the name when I see it, and if not, I can check the email. What is it there? C-Joe. It's C-Joe.
He was C-Joe and now he lost it?
Yeah, he said he deleted the account and he can't get back into it, so you might as well delete it.
All right, well, if somebody wants to join Radio BrendoMan, you can do it right now.
That's it. There's a space.
Radio space BrendoMan.
It's on.
That's the
name.
He
wrote to Mandarin Orange Show and said that because we were talking about our Clicker Heroes clan over there too, so he said to tell you that.
Well, we got a spot.
All right.
So maybe I should turn off the auto join.
Well, yeah, because then you can
I can
look
see.
and see. They should make you like do a little application. Like, here's why it'd be good. I promise I'll help out. Get the daily battles. Make sure we all get our share of hero souls.
I was about to start playing Clicker Heroes and I realized we're still recording the show.
That's how addicting it is.
Well, be sure to check out myvacationpants.com.
Yes.
For all your travel needs, and mountainroomescapes.com. If you're heading up to Big Bear this summer, it's a good time to come out.
Yeah.
Check out if you're into Room Escapes, definitely check it out. Tell them we sent you when you go to mountainroomescapes.com to book. Use the code Radio BrendoMan. You get $5 off each ticket.
And a special.
So that's like big savings.
It is.
And a special gift. Also, check out our friends at Crude Inc. Etsy.com/shop/Crude Inc. They got some pieces at the Mystic Museum in Burbank.
Ooh, that's cool.
It's near Derek's comic shop.
Sweet.
And they're Twin Peaks pieces.
Oh.
So they're doing a Twin Peaks show at this museum.
Nice.
So that looked pretty cool. And also Comic-Con's coming up. We should be finding out extremely soon about
Hopefully
panel.
So,
But if you don't have tickets, whatever, I'm sorry. But that's the 19th or 23rd. If you're going to be at Comic-Con, hit us up.
let us know.
We'll be around. We get stuff. We got some things.
Doing things and stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll do stuff.
We'll definitely do stuff. Phil, you ready for that Nintendo Lounge?
Oh, yeah.
As
you
always.
know I'm ready. You know I'm ready. I might not be able to bring my DS to Europe, but I'm bringing it to Nintendo Lounge.
Yeah. You still haven't updated your thing.
And I got straight down here from Big Bear and then ran over.
Still got to talk about wrestling with hats.
Yep. Remember when we did that?
That was pretty fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. Well, it's been pretty awesome. And tune in next time on Thursday, actually.
Yeah.
What are we going to call this episode?
We're going to call it Bob's Body Buddy. Bob's Buddy Buddy.
What?
Bob's Body Buddy.
Body
Body
Back
Back.
Company.
Body Back Buddy. Body Back Buddy.
Body Back Buddy.
Body Back Buddy.
That's so stupid. All right.
Body Back Buddy.
Phil, it's Phil's fault
It's Phil's fault.
that this is called Body Back Buddy, if you're wondering. If
Good.
you've been spending the whole episode
Wondering why.
Body
Now
Back
you know.
Buddy.
Body Back Buddy.
Now you know. And if you want to know more, go to radiobrendo.com and benvnetwork.com. And that'll do it. So for Radio BrendoMan, I'm Brendan Creecy.
And I'm Phil Vecchio.
Have a good one, everybody. And John Goobang do.
That's what you say when like your best friend possesses you. Hey, I want my body back, buddy.
I want my body back, body back, body back. I want my body back. Is that what
That's what it is.
That's what they said to the demon? Right?
Yeah.
I want my
Yeah,
body
I want
back.
my body back, buddy. I want my body back, buddy.
That's the deleted scene in Exorcist.
I want my body back, buddy. That's when we're gonna make it a musical before they.
Yeah, why wasn't that? Should have been in Repossessed.
Totally. If only they thought of it.
If only there had been that Chili's commercial, and when that.
Yeah, just the stars were not aligned. I want my body back, buddy.
This was episode number 334, 4,
I think.
5,
6, 7,
4.
4. Body back. Body back, buddy. Body back.
I gotta get a drink of water.
Body back, buddy.
So stupid.
Yeah, they're gonna get through the whole thing until the last like 3 minutes. Look at that. Now you're on your clicker heroes.
I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna get a drink.
So which ones do you have like super powered up?
Well, I have all my guilds on one.
Which one?
Actually, I don't. Oh no, yeah,
What's your
they're all
red
on
knight?
this one.
Is there a reason you picked that one?
It was so you start with, there's an order you're supposed to do, like an optimal order. So you start with the Mass Samurai, and then once he gets to like level 1500, then you go down to Dread Knight, and then once you get to 1500 on that, then you go down the line, each one.
How do you like move them all to one?
You hold the Q button, and it costs
Okay.
80 hero souls to do it. So you gotta make sure 80 per guild.
Oh,
So you gotta wait till you have a lot of.
jeez.
But once you get to that point, it doesn't. That's like nothing.
Right.
Like I have 156k right now. So then I'm gonna just give all my levels to her, and now see how it's like. Now we're just like sailing along.
Yeah. I'm sailing alone.
And then I'm gonna get these guys just because I get real. Notice how I only give them enough levels so I can get all the things. I don't want to waste.
You know, it saves you time. You just get it until you could click on it and do it on all of them, and then you click at the bottom, purchase all upgrades, and it does it all at once.
I know.
You like to click them individually.
Just like that feeling. So see how like even if I were to, I could like just adding on more levels would be a waste because like right now this is a 0
Right.
and this isn't 100%. All my DPS is coming from the guild person, and I just keep, even once I hire these guys, this is still going to be my focus until she gets to 1,500, and then I'm going to go down to the next one.
Okay.
Because that's how you get the optimal. And then as soon as I start slowing down and I'm not one-shotting everything, then I ascend and I just keep going until I get to the transcension mark, like 8 or 9 of the ancient souls.
That you
and I
could
transcend.
get, where it says like
So right now,
4.
yeah. So like right now, I think I'm at like either 2 or 3. 3.
So I looked at that, and I should probably transcend. Care to guess what mine is at?
What?
28.
Well, you definitely need to transcend, but you need to use the calculator to tell you what you want to put your things into. I think you want to put them in the suggested. You definitely want to put them into Pony Boy. I know Pony Boy is one.
Okay.
That's like the big one.
I'll have to look at it. I'm not prepared to
use
do
that
it yet.
calculator.
Clicker, because I gotta like look at this thing. Clicker Heroes calculator. Is that what it is?
Yeah. I'll be right back.
All right. I'll entertain everybody here.
It's getting warm in here.
It's getting warm. I said, "Burr, it's warm in here." Let's see. Today we were up in Big Bear. Well, okay, yesterday we were up in Oak Glen. I mean, it was pretty warm, right?
Yeah.
But it was like even hotter up in Big Bear, and I thought it was gonna be nice and cool. We went out on a walk today, and it was like 88 degrees.
Ugh.
We wound up like turning back pretty quick because it was just too hot. I don't know why. It's usually nice and cool up there. What else? Janelle got like a bunch of free stuff at a yard sale place where they were, because they were wrapping up the sale for the weekend. They just put a bunch of stuff out, and she got a bunch of like clothes that are Audrey's size. So that was cool. And my brother found an old camcorder that's the kind of tapes that Janelle had from her old camcorder.
Like high 8 tape?
Yeah, the high 8, but the motor on her is burned out, so we can't like play those tapes back.
Don't you just need an adapter so you can put your VHS in?
Maybe. I don't know if these ones. We definitely don't have that adapter.
That definitely exists.
I'm sure it exists. I'm just saying we don't have it.
But at least now you can hook that up.
But now, yeah.
To your DVD burner.
And I'm pretty sure I copied most of them to VHS, but it would be nice to be able to take them straight from the original source to DVD instead of having those old VHS tapes, So that was cool, and he got that for free. They just had that out. So going on the last day of like a holiday weekend, you get some cool stuff.
Any video games?
No, I mean, there was a few places that had some stuff, but by the time we went up, they'd already been doing them since Friday, so everything was pretty cleared out.
Is Memorial Day weekend like the big weekend?
It's one of the big ones up there. That and Labor Day weekend. Those are like the two big ones in Big Bear. So your 3-day weekend sales, but Saturday is like the big day for the yard sales.
Yeah.
Yep. What was that sound?
That's my text message.
Oh.
What are you texting?
What are you texting? Navy beans, navy beans. Ooh.
Oh, Julian's Lucha Underground comes back Wednesday.
Ooh.
So that's one more thing to watch. Ugh.
How are you going to keep up?
Well, summer's almost here, and I need more shows, and all the other shows are over. Bob's Burgers is over.
Yeah.
Last Man's over. Goldberg's. All the regular shows are over. So
Yeah.
SNL's over.
Yeah. They finished with a bang.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is over.
Son of Zorn is over.
So Son of Zorn might be over.
Might be over. That's a bummer.
Oh, these are gross.
Really?
You got all these freaking. Oh, that's why these are warheads. These are warheads.
Those are the sour ones.
You got me Job Busters.
Jawbusters. Jawbusters.
What if these were called like Intelligentos instead of Smarties. Dum-dums.
Clevers. Get some clevers. Yeah.
Some clever. Oh man, these are sour. I put a bunch of them in my mouth.
Because they're warhead ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I would always do the spicy warheads, but sour.
You know what? Man, you know what I haven't had in a long time?
What?
Atomic Fireballs.
Yeah.
Those are the best
I
candies.
do like those.
So good.
I used to pride myself that I could eat a whole one without taking it out of my mouth.
I know my grandparents used to have those, just like a big thing of them.
Oh, those are so good.
And I would just like.
Then you get down where you can like crunch the middle part. Candy.
I remember they had those and they had warheads, and we used to try and trick my grandpa into eating a warhead, and we finally did. And that was a bad decision
not having it
on our part.
I remember when I went to Europe, and we went to this like crazy candy shop with my teacher in Spanish when I was in high school. And we went to this crazy candy shop in London, and I bought like some of those like trick candies.
Mm-hmm.
And I got like, I think it was like sour gum, or else it was like, maybe it was the gum that turns your tongue black. I can't remember. It was like one of the trick gums. Mm-hmm. And then I offered a piece to my teacher, and then he was like, "Oh, thank you." And then I felt so bad. I'm like, "I'm never gonna do this again."
Why?
He was like, "Why did you do?" I'm like, "I thought it would be funny. I'm sorry." Then I realized prank's not really for me. Like, not in that way.
You're not a pranker?
No, I don't think so.
You're too nice.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, I feel so bad. I'm sorry." Because he like genuinely was like, "Oh, that's so kind of you to share with me." And then it was just, then I felt bad. Speaking of prankers, this will be a good like pre-show.
Prankers.
So Janelle's mom and her husband are in town,
Mm-hmm.
and they were talking to us about like they went on this date. They like to do creative types of dates, and they went on a dare date. They called it, where they went to like the mall and dared each other to do all this crazy stuff. And like
that sounds messed up. That's a plot of a horror movie.
I know. So
Josh was just there's this movie. There's this horror movie. Well, it's not a horror. It's a thriller.
Yeah.
So, do you ever see Nightcrawler?
No.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
No,
so on Soapbox Office, they were talking about like Nightcrawler, and they were giving. So they were like they weren't saying it was a bad movie. They were just saying it's like a lot of people like that, but there's other movies in that genre that people should check out.
Right.
So there's this movie called Cheap Thrills, and that's basically it's about this married couple. It's like daring this other couple to like do stuff.
Huh. Well, so that's what they did. They went out and they dared each other to do like silly things, but like one of them, Bill had to go into Victoria's Secret and ask the lady to pose to like take a picture of him like squeezing the butt on the model on the like the mannequins and stuff. And
what are they, 12?
No, I'm telling you, all of the things were like that. And I'm like, and after they described all these different ones, I was like, you know what show you guys would like is Impractical Jokers, and like we just sat and watched Impractical Jokers. I'm like, it's basically what you guys are doing, except no one's filming you. And they really liked it, and it was funny.
Where'd you watch Impractical Jokers? It's on Hulu?
Well, it's on. Here's the crazy part. They used to all be on YouTube. Now they're on YouTube, but they're behind a paywall.
Mm.
But there's still a few, lingering on there. So I found one that was on there. But yeah, they're all on there, but you have to pay. So, but cool. There's like 10 seasons of it on there. So.
Oh yeah, well whenever there's those marathons, you just watch them all day long.
My gosh, I love those. They're so funny. So yeah, that's my pranker story.
Prankers. That's your show. Prankers.
Hey, we're prankers.
It's a prank.
It's a prank.
Oh, did you see that? Oh Hello is gonna be on Netflix.
I did. Yes, that's awesome.
Everything's on Netflix.
Yeah,
they're trying to kill us. I don't have time.
Can't possibly watch it all.
All right. Hello and welcome to another episode of Radio BrendoMan. I'm Brendan Creecy.
And I'm Phil Vecchio.
So do you feel complete now that you have your key back?
I'm very thankful that you found it. I like fiddling with all the stuff on here, but this one's the best.
That's your fidget?
It's balanced perfectly. It spins around on different things. It's who needs a fidget spinner when you've got a key to fiddle with?
they're selling those things everywhere. I was just at the gas station the other day, and they have like
Oh yeah,
have them everywhere.
It's the Pogs or the insert whatever Tamagotchis.
How much longer do you think we got on this? Like a couple weeks, a month, maybe?
At least through the summer, I would think.
You
And
think
then it might die out?
it's got to be over once they're back at like it's not gonna make it through the summer because like they're not gonna use it like when they're not in school.
You know, I think next year it's gonna be
I think
done.
it's over.
There's gonna be a new thing. What's
It'll
the
be a
new thing
I
gonna
think
be?
slap bracelets will come back maybe.
They used to, Luke loves those. They have them in like the prize boxes at school now.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
they've
that's
been
the
back.
thing. Yeah. Actually, sir, they never really left us.
I just remember sometimes if you got a cheap one and they'd like pinch you or like
Yeah. Oh, there were some of
it
those that
can
were
be
brutal.
dangerous.
Yeah.
I remember you try to do tricks like you get them like or you get them to roll up on their own like without like.
Well, and then
they
you
end up
could
breaking
combine a slap bracelet with a little plastic popper, and you could make it so that the slap bracelet would curl, and then it would shoot the popper up extra high.
Yeah.
I used to.
Those haven't been around for a while. Maybe the poppers will come back.
They're out there, but they're not popular.
Bouncy balls,
Bouncy balls, yeah, it could be big.
jacks.
Dude, what if jacks came back? That'd be great. Would kids even know how to play jacks anymore?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it'll come back.
Maybe.
Or didn't jacks come back for a little bit when we were? I don't know. I
feel
remember
like that might have
marbles.
been like in that whole marbles like Pogs era.
Prank puppets had to change the name to crank yankers because prank implied malicious intent.
Whereas they were cranking them.
Mm-hmm.
You're yanking their crank.
So the original title for that was prank puppets. That
Puppets?
seems very unoriginal.
I think they probably did better with crank yankers. Prank puppets. That's like the knockoff. That's the jawbuster of prank puppet shows. Prank puppets.
But what were we talking about before that?
I don't know. Jawbreakers? No, poppers. Things that would be popular.
Okay, I'm just trying to think of other things.
I don't know. I mean, no one who could have predicted like the fidget spinners.
Somebody, because they made a
Somebody
lot of
did.
money.
But that's like a totally new one. So is there going to be a new one, or are we going to get like a classic back?
Hmm.
I don't know.
Now that they've had a new one, it's probably cheaper
It's time for
go
a
back to
classic.
classic.
What about the little clackers, little clacker balls?
Oh yeah,
Those were always popular.
pogo balls,
Ooh.
pogo sticks,
Hey man, it's a pogo ball.
hover pogo sticks.
Yeah. It's even more dangerous.
Yeah. Well, you know what's not dangerous is Comic-Con Palm Springs is coming up.
It is.
Tickets are on sale at ComicConPalmSprings.com.
Linda Carter's
Linda
going
Carter's
to
going to be in concert.
Yeah.
Excited.
It's going to be sweet.
Some Wonder Woman. You excited for Wonder Woman?
Of course.
I'm actually excited for Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I'm going to go see it next week.
Wonder
We should go see
Woman. Well, I want to. We also, though, have to see Captain Underpants, which comes out the same day.
Hmm.
So the kids are beyond excited about that.
Well, you guys can go see it on the Friday, and then we can go see
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman on the Saturday, maybe.
It's possible. It's very
Because
possible.
I think I'm going to EWF on Friday.
Oh, are you? All
I think
right.
so. Andy
The,
Brown is defending against Mariachi Loco. And it's
Oh,
Mariachi Loco's EWF debut. He's a big deal.
Mariachi Loco.
Mariachi
huh?
Loco. And
Crazy
Super Beatles
Mariachi.
wrestling. And
Super Beetle.
yeah.
Yeah.
Linda Carter sang a song in Fallout 4. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she did.
Fallout
Well, she's,
4
yeah. I'm falling out for you.
for you.
That's how the song went.
It's a good song. I remember that
Falling out.
one.
Falling
For
out.
you.
Falling out for you. Do you think Tom Petty has a song Free Fallout?
Free Fallout.
Free. That's like for their
When they had the demo.
on sale. Free Fallout. Only
Yeah.
$2.95 plus shipping and handling.
Free Fallout. It's good.
It's free. Will Linda Carter sing Rubber Band Man like she did in the Muppet Show? Maybe.
Yes.
That would be cool.
Possibly. One of
You
the
know they're
super-
doing the Muppets, that Muppet live in concert thing at the Hollywood Bowl is
Yeah.
also happening.
a lot of cool things happening.
There's too many things. I definitely want to try to go to Tim and Eric if there's still tickets. Maybe
Well,
we can
Maybe.
get
I hope
cheap.
they do. I wish they would bring Awesome
Awesome
Con.
Con
I wish they would do that
for their
again.
anniversary because it's their anniversary.
Yeah, they got to do it. Come on, Tim, Eric. I know you guys are listening.
It seemed like very expensive.
I think so. I mean, they had the trucks.
Yeah.
And they had actively a show on that was Tim and Eric that was sponsored by
Well,
Cartoon
maybe because
Network.
like they are doing new bedtime stories.
Maybe that. Bedtime con?
Bedtime con.
Sleepy
Bed
con.
con.
What if they just had like beds out in that park and you just
Did
like
you
take
see?
naps?
Funny or Die came out with a video that like was a straight up Steve Brule ripoff, and I'm like, has it been like long enough that
What
now
was
people are
it?
just ripping? It was a guy like saying like for your health and like do this dingus, and it was like not
What?
Steve Brule, and I was like, what is happening?
That's not that long
It
ago.
really bummed me out because Funny or Die usually I'm like, you're better than this.
Maybe it's like leading up to something.
I don't know.
It was part of like a larger
But it
joke.
was like a young guy basically doing Steve Brule.
For your health.
And he
Eat an apple, dummy.
dude, he was so good in Kong Skull
I know
Island.
he was.
We're all gonna die.
Oh man.
He was really funny. But just like really sweet also.
Yeah, it was great. Great character.
I cried. You know where you're not gonna cry is by checking out Long Beach Comic Con.
That's right.
You're gonna cry about how great the deals are.
They're so amazing.
Because you're gonna have so much money left over to spend at the convention.
Yeah.
LongBeachComicCon.com.
And then of course we got LA Podfest.
LAPodfest.com.
It's gonna be good. Gonna see
Gonna
some
be real
famous
good.
folk.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. Good interviews.
I guess I wonder what's gonna be all the. I mean, did you hear like TJ Miller's like left Silicon Valley?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he's not gonna be back on.
Man.
But he's gonna be at LA Podfest.
And he's gonna be
Making
in the
fun of
Emoji
your
movie.
wallet. Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's all right. I'll have my wallet ready to go.
And our cargo shorts.
So
one of those too.
Speaking of wallets, I came up across a tough part. You know, we've been working on getting all our plans together for this trip to Europe.
Stickers. Oh yeah. What? How's your wallet?
Well, so I've been saying like I got my money belt, which is totally cool. It worked for me.
Fit in there.
Well, no, but you keep the essentials. I'm probably not going to have like the regular wallet there.
How can you not have your wallet? Aren't you gonna feel naked?
I'll be okay. It's a special occasion. I'll be all right. But all along I've been saying, well, I got the money thing covered, the money belt, because I had it from when I took my trip before, right? But then I realized today as we were driving along,
it's gonna fit you.
Dude, the last time I wore that, I was a lifeguard. Like I was actively working out every day.
Belt.
I have to go dig it out, but I have a feeling I gotta get something new because I was like wearing like size 32 jeans,
it's a size 30 money belt,
28 jeans probably. I mean, I don't know, whatever it was. I'm beyond that now. Let me tell you.
You didn't take that into consideration.
I didn't think about it until today because we were putting together our like final to-do list we got to do, and I'm like, oh.
You use your money belt from high school.
Well, and then the other thing, like Janelle tried hers on because she got like a lanyard one that goes under your shirt, which is all fine and good, except Janelle is how shall I say, gifted in the frontal area, and it just sits on top of it, and it's like if someone comes up and is like, "Give me your wallet," you're like, "No, I don't have it," and there's just a big rectangle sitting on her chest. Like, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work either. I don't think that's fooling anyone. So we're gonna like reevaluate our money belt situation.
Sounds like you guys really planned that out well.
Yeah, well, that's why we're doing this now, because we gotta come up with something.
Well, let's come up with some rock cards.
Let's do it. All right, I gotta get these out here. Here we go. Rock cards from 1991. We're gonna go through. These packs are like stuck together. There you go.
Uh-oh.
We're okay. We're okay.
I remember when the gum would like stick to the cards.
Oh yeah, or like bleed into them, and
I used to love and hate that gum.
Well, so much so that you chewed some way after the.
Oh, that was like really gross.
Some mummy gum.
Man, I used to love that baseball card gum.
All right, so we're gonna read off the names of these rockers from the '90s. If I can get them out of the bag. There we go.
You and you're like having to keep the packs intact.
What? Yeah, you got. Look at that. Why tear it?
Because those are like worthless.
I don't know. There's no reason to be destructive. We got a checklist. Whoa. Have we gotten a checklist before?
I think so.
With poison on the front. So now we can keep track. David's got them nice and organized in here, so we can keep track of what we got. All right, we have Fred Coury. Now you guys can play along at home. I'll tell you the name of the person, what they played, and see if you know what band they're from.
Fallout.
Drummer. He's a drummer. Fallout. Fallout the band. He was a drummer, and he is one of the young powerhouses of the rock realm, according to this card.
According to that's like on like a flyer. Rock, one of the powerhouses of the rock realm. Rock cards.
Rock cards. That's his quote. His full quote. from Cinderella, Fred Corey.
I guess that's a big deal.
Sure.
Cinderella.
Sure.
They were big, right?
Marty.
Maybe I'm thinking about Spinderella from what was it? Salt and Pepper. Their DJ was Spinderella.
I mean, I've heard of
I've heard
Cinderella.
of Cinderella.
Like, it's a band. You probably would recognize a song of theirs, but how about Marty Friedman?
I thought that kind of looked like Slash if you put
Kinda.
the sunglasses on them.
Got, like,
They
kind of
all have that
curly
big poof hair.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Guitar player. He's been considered something of a prodigy since he began teaching guitar while still in his early teens.
Whoa.
Yeah. He's got a number of solo albums, but he's known for Megadeth.
Megadeth.
What have we got? Two checklists in the same box?
Another checklist.
Oh, wait, this is a different one because we got Series 1 through 54, and then this is 163 through 216.
There's a lot of cards.
Yeah.
What's on the back?
On the back of that one, we got Corey Clark from Warrior Soul.
Ooh.
Look at that hair.
That's some long, serious long hair.
Long hair.
That's really metal because it doesn't look all froofy.
That's the
That's like helicopter
Swedish metal.
Metal.
Yeah.
That's metal.
All right,
That's
what
the
about,
most metal hair I've seen on these whole cards.
I mean, you can see a helicopter going there pretty
Absolutely.
good. Johnny Lane or Yanni Lane. We've
It's
had this
Janie
one before.
Lane.
Janie Lane.
I think it's in
Vocals from Akron, Ohio. Multi-talented.
Crap.
He first appeared behind the drum set, but he also plays guitar and piano.
Bon Jovi.
Warren. Look at
One
that.
of them. He's got his shirt off.
Got a shirt off and gloves with 3 of the fingers with not any covers over the fingers. Not
Is
sure what that is.
Josie and the Pussycats on the list? I don't think so.
I don't think they made this
They
one.
didn't. We've already established that the rock cards are a little bit sexist.
Now, here's something interesting, though. This is Brian or Brian James.
Brion.
Well, Brion. I don't know if it's Brian or Brian.
I think it's Brian.
Could be just Brian. Plays guitar. But speaking of diversity, this is the first non-white dude we've had.
Ever.
Like, it's all been white dudes up until this point.
What does it say?
As a guitar player, he gets quite a kick out of playing the various styles of music that comprise the songs of this Oregon-based unit.
Oregon.
Yes. He's Brooklyn-born. He says influences range from funk to metal. Dan Reed Network.
I've never heard of Dan Reed Network.
I have not
He's
either.
playing an acoustic
Got an
guitar.
acoustic guitar there. It's rocking.
It's also one of the first acoustic guitars.
Yeah. And we got
See too many
a
of those.
small amount of diversity here.
Very small.
We got a Poison card, the band card.
Nice.
How about Cozy Powell? Drummer.
So sounds familiar.
I think we might have had Cozy before.
Cozy? Is he cozy?
Yeah, he's become an integral member of the band Black Sabbath.
Nice.
Look at that.
Man,
That's
it's like a
picture.
cool
Look at the
like,
front of, mountains.
backdrop.
Like a big old matte painting there behind him. Alice Cooper. I mean, okay. Alice
Wonder where that's
Cooper. From Alice Cooper.
It's a pretty awesome shirt.
That's great. It's
got
like a
a
leather jacket skull thing.
Zombie thing.
So we got another Marty Friedman in the same deck, but a different pose.
Pose B.
Pose B.
It's a pretty sweet guitar he's playing.
Yeah, it's got like a, I forget what you call those, where
It's not a flying V, but it's like the weird
it's almost like an X shape, kind of.
extreme guitar.
Yeah. All right, what about Jerry Dixon? We've had this one before. Bass player from Pasadena, California. He admits he loves every aspect of life on the road. Oh, yeah, we've had this. The talented bass beater has other loves, too.
Bass beater.
Including his tattoo collection, which he'll gladly show to anyone who asks.
That's really disturbing.
Jerry Dixon from Warrant. Then we got Winger, another band card.
Nice.
And then finally, we have Rob Affuso, a drummer.
What's a drummer's?
Doesn't say anything about him on the back of the card.
He has doesn't get a lot of description. I think they ran out.
Just says influences, which who knows if that's actually.
The guy gave up.
Yeah, never mind. I'm not going to write anything about you. From Skid Row.
That's a big drum kit.
You don't have Twisted Sister in any of these. I feel like that would have been.
I don't think they
were
were
done by
I think
this
they
point?
were kind of done by then. Dude, we just watched Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I love that song. You're gonna burn in hell. Don't you see no evil? Don't you see no evil? You're gonna burn in hell.
Oh, and then our sticker is the Tail Gunner card.
Is that another Megadeth
I think
one?
this is a Iron Maiden.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Iron Maiden. There we go. That is our rock cards deck.
Man. So what'd you do this? What's been going on with you? I mean, school wrapping up.
Yeah, we've got
Your
the
in-laws-
kids have 7 days of school left.
Your in-laws are
My
here.
in-laws are in town. Jeff and Ebony came and visited us. Our friends that are in Arizona.
Yeah.
So we hung out with them. We visited Josh and Rachel. We met up with them for a little bit. You hung out. Went on walks. Went out to eat. It's been like just crazy hanging out with everybody this week.
You've been getting more people to get your Phil's Way tacos.
Oh yeah, we went we've gone 3 times now where I've got other people to come down and order it, and it's pretty satisfying. It's great.
Well, if you're in Redlands,
You want to go to that Rubio's
Go to
and get it
Rubio's.
Phil's Way. It's not going to be
order
around
the
much
crispy
longer.
shrimp- How much longer?
We don't know an exact
I haven't
date,
had them yet.
but like the big sign they used to have up on the wall, that's been taken down, and they just have a little sign up in the front. And the manager, Vince, who's a very cool dude, said he's not
Is
sure.
he gonna, did you give him your phone number and he can text you
I
shrimp
we haven't
alert,
got to that
a
point
crispy
yet.
shrimp taco alert?
He's gonna have to just let me know. But I told him we're going away. He's like, we're gonna miss you
They're
around
gonna
here.
be gone when you come back,
They
probably.
probably will. He said they might last until August. That would probably be like the latest. But he said he's gonna miss us around there. And I said, hey, I brought a big group because when we went down this last time, we had Janelle's mom and Bill and Jeff and Ebony and Ezra and then us. So we had like 10 people that went in there. I was like, we brought a big group. He's like, oh, I love it when you do this, man.
So I think you didn't talk about that on this show. I think that was on Mandara North
Maybe
show.
so. I feel like I might have mentioned it.
But you have your specific way that you have the crispy shrimp tacos
which are a seasonal item.
to the point where they have if you say Phil's Way at the Rubio's
They'll
in
make them that
Redlands,
way. Yep.
and you've gotten other people to do it.
I've gotten multiple people while I'm there, and also people that have gone in when I'm not there and said they want it Phil's Way. And there's not everyone that works
Is
there.
that like an
knows.
achievement in life for you?
Dude, I
that
got
you
a
have
secret
a menu item.
That's what I've
named after
always
you?
wanted. I told them next time they gotta actually put a button.
Is the
on
next
the thing.
level because the next level would be to have a permanent food item.
Yeah, like up on
like
the
a
wall.
sandwich.
Yeah,
or something.
that
What
would be great.
in your sandwich? Just all ketchup.
No, that's
Just
a
a
burger.
ketchup
If it was a
sandwich.
burger, maybe. But no, like a sandwich would
If
be.
the Phil burger would just be, wouldn't even have a patty on it.
There'd be some meat in there.
Be a tiny little
It'd be a
patty
ketchup burger.
and just ketchup
But it'd be like
and a
5
ketchup
ways.
flavored bun
5 different ketchups though.
and every kind of ketchup, and then the meat itself is injected with ketchup.
Yep, that's good.
So
No,
every bite is
you get your maximum ketchup, and then of course you get ketchup with it.
with a boat of ketchup.
Yeah, and they would serve the ketchup in those big, like a cardboard
That's-
boat.
Okay, no joke. Phil's favorite place to go specifically was Tommy's
Yep.
because you could just get the boat trays, so you could then fill up the entire boat tray with
And
ketchup.
Five Guys has the boats for the peanuts, but I always grab the peanut
Yeah.
boat and fill those up with ketchup
See,
too.
but I do that too.
Yeah.
What would be Phil's signature hot dog at Pink's?
Well, my favorite one there is just like the Chicago.
But if
dog.
it was a Phil
But if I was
dog,
making it up. All right. Well, you got of course your dog. You got onions. You got relish.
are you a ketchup on hot dog person?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh man.
But see, I would put yellow mustard on it too. Yellow mustard, tons of ketchup, and then like a bunch of raw onions. I think that's it. Just raw onions, relish, a little bit of mustard, and tons of ketchup. It's the
a
Phil.
blasphemy dog.
That's the Phil dog.
Not allowed in Chicago.
Oh, and then like a nice
they
a
probably
pickle on it.
wouldn't. They would you're not allowed to sell it in Chicago. They
That's
would
okay.
fight you.
That's all right. That's my dog.
That's my dog.
That's my dog. Yep.
So dumb. So, and then today was your yard sale day.
Well, yeah, we went to other people's yard sales, which
Because
is
next week
totally not
you're
something I need to do.
you're going to yard sales because next weekend you're doing a
We're
yard
doing
sale.
it. We're getting rid of stuff.
Getting rid of some of the stuff you bought today.
Now, I wasn't planning on buying anything today, but Janelle did get a bunch of stuff she's going to be able to resell at like her thing.
So then you felt like you had permission?
Well, no, I got CD shelves. I needed CD shelves because I was going to just buy them on Amazon, and I found them for $10.
What are you going to do when they stop making CD shelves? It'll be like Kimmy Schmidt, and you're like looking in the dump.
Exactly. Like, I really related to that because they're not easy to find. Like, you can buy them online, you can get them on Amazon. But
wasn't he looking for tape shelves?
For a tape shelf,
but that's gonna be you looking for CD shelves like in 5 years.
Because I went to like, when Janelle was going around looking for the stuff for her room escape, I went into some of the stores where they have some furniture, and I asked like, "Do you guys sell CD shelves or media shelves?" And they're like, "No."
Media? Like,
what are you talking about? I'm like, like for CDs, and they're like, "No, we haven't carried that in a while." I'm like, "Ugh." And every store we went in, the same thing. Like,
you better start buying them as you see them.
It's only because we have Amazon that I even have the possibility of it, because they still have those in stock.
Well, that's good, but I don't think that's gonna last.
It's not gonna last forever. It's not. It's crazy.
Andrew's like, you mean like jewel cases or whatever they're called?
Yeah, that's right.
He doesn't even.
That's how music is supposed to be listened to. You open a jewel case, you pop out the CD, then you take the paper out and you read the liner notes while you're listening to an entire album. Now, records are great too. Don't get me wrong. That's also an important means of consuming music.
You're way more likely right now. That's crazy. We live in a world where you're way more likely to find a record holder or a record shelf
those now,
than finding a CD case.
It is insane, but that is completely true. Like, you go to music, like the music section in Walmart or Target or whatever, and it's just as much records as it is CDs, because it's not. It's dwindling, obviously.
It's crazy that there's records at Target.
Yeah.
That's the world we live in.
And it's cool. I like that. But new records are like super expensive. I really like,
because they know that the people that are wanting to buy records have money.
Yeah, but like, I see like a cool record I want, and it's like $30, and I'm like, I can't spend $30 on that. Especially because usually it's something I own in some other format already.
I really want to get the Bob's Burgers records.
Yeah, but like, I think it starts at like $50 for that collection, which is, it looks great.
It has everything.
I don't know.
That's everything.
I don't know.
You wouldn't regret
just go back and watch the cartoons and hear the songs.
Well, is there anything else going on, Phil?
That's been my week. It's again.
Mario says, "Grandpa, what's a record?"
Well,
I think it's more like Grandpa
What's a CD is happening sooner than Grandpa What's a Record. Although, as we learned earlier, they might be saying a vinyl. Yeah, but
which is incorrect.
It is definitely. But whatever the kids are saying these days. But yeah, it's just mostly been like this end of the year thing.
And you're preparing for your trip.
Got the last lunch bunch tomorrow.
Ooh.
So that's exciting. I think I talked about my guest writing for Janelle's blog last time, didn't I?
Maybe.
I think I did.
Probably.
My vacation pants. I got a guest blog on there if you guys want to read it.
I read it.
Pretty fun. I don't know. I liked it. It was fun doing it. We
went to Oak Glen and we went hiking.
Yeah.
And we saw some cool stuff.
The redwoods up there.
Yeah. And a cypress tree, which you're going to be seeing a lot more of those.
Yes, they are. Like a Mediterranean cypress.
And they had like their wildflowers.
Giant catfish.
Oh, yeah. The biggest catfish I've ever seen in my life.
Like 7 or 8 feet wide at the head.
Ginormous.
I've been to that lake a lot of times. I've never seen that one before.
I don't know if it was 7 feet wide.
No, inches I meant. Did I say feet? Inches.
Inches. It looked like it also looked like it was just going around in a circle because that's as far as it could move.
It was so huge.
It seemed like it's probably like, like I was like, if you probably picked it up, it'd probably be like, okay. I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
because it seriously just was kind of just
doing like a short little loop there.
It's like, I'm so tired.
I can't take this anymore. Because the lake's not that big.
Oh.
I don't know how it got so big in that lake.
I think people probably fed it.
I guess so.
Because I just remember my friends at a koi pond, and then they fed them, and they fed them dog food. And those koi got so big and so lazy, you could hand feed them. They would eat out of your hand.
Yeah.
And they got huge.
Maybe that must be what happened, because lots of people go out
people
there.
Just probably dump stuff over there, and they're just eating it. Yeah. And catfish will eat anything, and they're bottom dwellers, so they're probably just eating.
Well, yeah, I wonder if he's just been at the bottom and he finally came up to the surface to die.
I'm ready.
Take me now.
Catch me, please.
Catch me.
Don't feed the koi. Don't feed the seals.
Oh yeah.
Oh, celebrity death beeper.
Oh my gosh. I told Brendan he needs to get off of this thing.
Why?
It's unhealthy.
No, it's always there.
It's always there.
It's probably not going to be anybody. See, Manuel Noriega. Ooh.
Wow.
I thought he was already dead.
Yeah, what dictator from
Panama.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Nicaragua, but you're right.
Well, there's something involved in Nicaragua, right? Because didn't he like start a war with Nicaragua?
I think so, but I think you're right.
Or we put him in there trying to like get to Nicaragua. I think Nicaragua was involved somehow because that was like something where we put him in there and it like backfired.
Yeah, I think so.
He was like doing stuff. That was like where that kind of made us look like idiots.
That was like when we were kids. So that's a pretty good understanding of it.
It was on the news all the time.
Kids. Yeah.
It was around the same time. Well, because there was that going on. There was Iran-Contra going on.
Yeah.
Oliver North.
Actual Contra going on.
Yeah, real Contra. Super Contra.
Yeah.
Super C.
Played a bunch of Super C this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah. I'm probably not supposed to tell you, but Jeff and I played a bunch that like late at night that one night.
Oh. Well, you didn't play on our Bubble Bobble game, did you?
No, we played Double Dragon 2, which we had a lot of fun playing with 2-player.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like the greatest of all of them, but it's fun to play 2-player. Played Super C. And then Jeff played a bunch of Mega Man 2, and I think he did one other Castlevania maybe.
He didn't play Punch-Out?
Oh, Punch Out. Oh, he did a bunch of Punch Out. He was trying to beat Mr. Dream, but he didn't.
He beat Tyson.
Supposedly. I have seen him. No, I've witnessed it because we were all like, "No, you didn't." He's like, "Yeah, this is in college." Oh, I beat Tyson. Like, you're a liar. So we got him. We got the copy of Mike Tyson's out, and
didn't it take him like weeks?
No, it took him a few tries, but he did it like in one sitting.
Okay.
I did.
What
not
was he
think
playing
it was
all the time? Didn't there appear he was playing something like all the time? I thought it was Punch Out.
He might have been, but when he said it, like he did it.
But he couldn't be Mr. Dream.
And he didn't do it for that long. So what he did, he tried a couple times and couldn't do it, and then he went back and played all the way through from the beginning. So he didn't quite do it. Maybe because it wasn't Mike Tyson, it threw him off. You know.
But it's exactly the same.
But, you know, just there's different.
He does the wink, and then that tells you, it telegraphs.
Yeah, but it's just not the right feel.
I guess.
You know, it'd be like someone playing Super Mario Brothers 2 that was used to Doki Doki Panic.
Yeah. Well, we got to finish. We got to beat Bubble Bobble.
We do. Well, the game is saved. It's saved on there.
Can I have your mini Nintendo for the summer?
See, here's the thing. If they hadn't had the electronic thing, I kind of was thinking of bringing it with me. How rad would that be? But I'm not. I'm probably not going to.
You can leave it here.
Well, we might have to. Like leave you a key so you can like make sure our house doesn't burn down.
Did you hire your gardener yet?
No, I got to talk to our neighbor.
Man, you got a lot you got to do.
It's on the list. I'm telling you.
You're gonna have a busy couple of weeks.
It's gonna be busy.
You got 2 weeks? Less than 2 weeks.
Less than 2 weeks. 2 weeks from yesterday.
What's gonna happen on radio? Well, so how many more of these? One more?
One more.
And then Summer U is filling in.
Summer Me is here.
Summer Phil, I gotta finalize plans.
Yeah.
I did discuss. So this weekend I hung out with Derek.
Yeah.
Well, on Friday I went by myself to. I went out to the Cine Family for the second installment of Get High Watch Wrestling with Ron Funches. There were some other really funny comedians. This guy Mike Lawrence, who's been on Conan and stuff. He was really funny.
Cool.
And then the other guests. Well, it was X-Pac, and then Ryan Satin from Pro Wrestling Sheet. But next month, it's going to be a special women, like a ladies wrestling, and he's partnering with like some of the people from Glow.
Oh, yeah?
Glow starts, so I'm hoping that like Allison Brie is going to be there, and like I don't know, that'd be really cool.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, they're going to have a Glow. He said some of the people from the show are going to be there.
Huh.
Maybe Awesome Kong will be there.
Maybe.
And I can be like, hey,
remember me?
Yeah. So we'll see, but I'm excited for that. Hopefully I can get tickets. They're not on sale yet, but they've been selling out quicker and quicker.
Oh, yeah.
This show was sold out, and it was really cool. Conan, not the barbarian, but the wrestler Conan was there just hanging out, and I talked to him for a minute.
Nice.
He was cool. And also talked to Mike Lawrence and some of the other comedians, and they gave me some tips. So it's cool talking comedy shop.
And this was Friday night, right?
And then Saturday,
So Saturday was when you came and hung out with us for a little bit, right?
we went to Clarky's.
Yes.
And got to experience the greatness that is Clarky's.
Yeah. I got the rows of turkey salad.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Cobb salad.
But on
With
the
rows of
description of it,
turkey.
it said rows of sliced turkey.
Why does that appeal
And I'm
to
like,
you?
I don't know. That sounds great. And I told her, like, yeah, I'm excited for those rows of turkey. And
they
then it was
didn't
like
come in
chopped
rows?
turkey.
What do you think it was?
I don't know. Like, imagine rows. I don't know. I wanted to see what was rows of turkey.
Like, it was just like they put it in a row.
But it was like chopped. It was like a little pile. It was piles of turkey. It was a good turkey, but I'm a little disappointed in getting rows of turkey.
Well, I never gotten a salad at Clarky's, but
It was really good.
Well,
their blue cheese dressing was fantastic.
Well, Clarky's is great. I've yet to bring somebody there that they weren't just like totally, especially those cinnamon streusel muffins.
Well, and we had a group of 10 people with us because all of us went to it, and they sat us like right away.
It's because we waited. We beat the rush.
And I'll use that. What's that? What's the app?
Well, on Google now, if you like click on a place, it'll go by like hour, like, and it'll have like a graph.
So we waited
the
till
best
it
time because it gets real busy there to the point where there's absolutely no parking. Like I've gone where like I've driven, if I have to drive like a half mile down the road, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna, because that means you're never gonna get a table.
Oh, right.
And like that means even the counter's probably full. Because sometimes if it's busy, I'll still get in there and snag a counter spot. And but you guys were very amused that everybody stopped and said hello to me.
So as much
multiple waitresses.
Yeah. So this is really funny because the night before is when we all went to Rubio's and all the people there were like, Phil Star, and everybody knew me. And then the next day we go to Clarky's and everyone's like, oh, Brendo's here. Oh, hey, how's it going today? So like Jeff and Ebony are like, man, this is like a small town. Everybody knows you guys here. But
it is a small town, and also
I go to the same restaurants over and over again.
Yeah. I go there like usually either Saturday or Sunday, like once a week.
They clearly knew you.
Yeah. I almost went there today, but I'm like, it's a little too much.
Well, also, like, who knows, like holiday today.
Yeah. But I was going to go like later. It's usually not that bad later because like not that their lunch stuff is really good. I just don't think
known for their breakfast
or even like really know about it. Also, they close at 2. Right. So like, and dude, I always feel bad because I've been in there like later because like I'll read my book and stuff and I'll see there's been people that walk in at 1:58 and order food and I'm like, oh, you guys are jerks. Even though you can do that, you should not do that.
Yeah, you got to give it a big enough window.
It's not cool.
And it's possible some of those people might not know it closes at 2.
It's right there.
Benefit of the doubt, but probably no. Probably no. Yeah,
it's kind of a jerky thing.
Hey, maybe if you're gonna order it to go.
This is not to go.
But if you're gonna eat in, you got to give that window.
So yeah, so then I went back. Picked up Derek, and then we went to see double feature at New Beverly. Which man, that's it's great that's still New Beverly, $8, 2 movies.
It's great.
It's great, and their sodas, their large soda. You can get a large soda and a large popcorn for $5. It's $2.50. Their food is still like reasonably priced.
You can get a large soda for almost.
Yeah, not even.
Yeah,
and like it's great.
That's really
and it's still everything's great. And we saw it was a Tim Burton double feature of Pee-wee's Big Adventure and Ed Wood.
So good.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure is a perfect movie. It's so great, so funny, perfectly paced, so goofy.
What's just like, oh my gosh,
so infinitely quotable.
And I do the best Pee-wee voice according to my kids.
Sounds like Yoda.
My kids think it's funny.
It sounds like Yoda.
What's missing from this picture?
Frank Oz.
It's just me without my bike. According to my kids, it's the best impression. So.
But that was great. Edward was great. And Lloyd from Entourage sat in front of us for a minute, and then he left because he wasn't. I don't know where he ended up sitting, but his friends, they were all separated because they got there late. Which, hat tip, don't get there late if you want to sit with your friends.
Well, you got there on time. You got to sit with Derek.
Yeah, and we went to a sandwich place. The sandwich place was called Fat Sal's.
Oh yeah, you were saying it was fat something.
Fat something.
Fat sandwiches.
It was really good. They had these milkshakes that I did not get, but were like crazy. Like one of them was an apple pie milkshake that came with like they put a slice of apple pie in the milkshake.
That sounds amazing. Maybe a little overkill.
But probably like a 1,200 calorie
Yeah.
milkshake. Oh, okay. So I have another interesting thing that happened. So we already talked about we went to Oak Glen.
Yeah, went to a barbecue
Went
place.
to that barbecue place. This is all like restaurants I ate at this weekend.
we went out to eat too much this weekend probably, but it was good.
That barbecue place is really good.
Yeah.
Had a tri-tip sandwich.
The beans you got apple pie there, but not in a shake.
No. But then the apple pie was really good, even though it's not like the peak apple season.
Right, but even still, it's good. Then we went in the store next door.
Oh yeah.
They have like all kinds of like good like candies.
Well, we got some habanero chips that were just all right.
Yeah, I haven't had
Mama Zuma's.
Yeah, it says Mama Zuma's Revenge. I thought that would be super hot. Just clever name.
Do you want like fiery diarrhea? Like, is that what you're hoping for?
I mean, kind of. I mean, not the diarrhea part, but I want it to burn.
You want it to burn?
I mean, challenge me a little bit, people.
Well, this wasn't. I'm telling you, it was like not even crunch tater level.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it was all right.
Well, I got a bag, but I'm saving it because our weigh-in is Saturday. Yeah. And I don't think that I'm not going to be number one. Janelle's totally winning this round, but I'm hoping to come in the middle of the pack this time.
So you don't have to
So I don't have to be the one that brings the snacks. I mean, that brings the full dinner. I'll be bringing snacks most likely this time. That's what I'm hoping for.
Somebody has to bring a full dinner?
Yeah, so first place.
How much does that cost?
Well, you got to feed all 5 of us.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's 2 meals. You got to get lunch and dinner.
Man.
So, I mean, that's a little bit. It used to be you'd lose $100, so it's.
Is there like minimums? Like you have to bring like this? You can't just get like.
Yeah, you have to have.
I made a big pot of craft dinner. Here you go.
Each meal has to have a side dish and a main dish, and then 4th place has to bring snacks.
Okay.
So you have to have like at least. I think it's 2 salty snacks and 3 sweet snacks, or maybe the other way around.
It's all agreed upon.
Oh, it's all in writing, man. We have a shared Google document, and it's all written down. Everyone agreed to it. And I don't remember what's the ratio.
When you guys are like hashing this out, you're like, I propose.
Yeah, exactly.
I need one more chip.
No, need three
chip item.
So it's 3 in there, but they're supposed to be
it's
like.
Just the side dish must be something like it can't just be this.
Not a can. It's no cans.
No cans.
And then the 3rd place person has to bring drinks for everyone, like sodas. You got to bring, and there's a minimum of like 3 12-packs or something like that for everyone to share. And then 2nd place, they don't get to do anything, but they don't lose anything. And 1st place is the one that gets to rule over the game day, and they get to pick all the activities and stuff for, I think it's 5 hours. So we changed the terms a little bit because everyone's kind of getting tired of the old way where it was just straight money, and it's fun. But I don't want to have to bring dinner.
Well, so that was
it. Oak Glen, we went to hike,
and then
we had fun. The kids went swimming.
Oh yeah,
Luke got like a nasty spider bite. Like his vacation thing. He got one.
Where'd
he
get a spider bite?
Well, we think it was at the campground. Because it was like that evening that he showed it to us, it's swollen up to like the size of like I don't know, like this. It's like probably 5 or 6 inches around.
Man, he's always getting bit by stuff.
He's really allergic to spider bites.
So what do you have to do?
So we put like hydrocortisone on it. I called my mom and got the thing. We gave him some Benadryl, cleaned it up real good, and put a Band-Aid on it, and we'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah. So my thing was. After I went home, there's that fancy Stater Brothers right there.
Oh yeah.
So I went in there to get like some stuff, and I got some sodas and I got some stuff, and then I went over to the Halo Top, and Halo Top at the Stater Brothers here is $3.99. At that Stater Brothers, it's $4.99.
Oh.
So like some of this
upcharge.
Want to go to the like fancy. In the fancy area.
They're getting it up there too.
But I mean, some of the stuff that I bought was the same price, so I don't know why they're charging more.
Fancy fats,
Yeah, because actually, and this is like, I felt like it was like they're really being evil because the Ben and Jerry's was $3.95, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Wow, you uncovered a conspiracy.
So I did not, but I managed to pull myself away because I'm like, oh, Ben and Jerry's, but that's like 10 times more calories.
Yeah. So good,
but it's like you might as well. That's like that'll kill your, especially having eaten like barbecue and stuff. I'm like I can't eat
plus
a giant
all the candies and stuff.
Can't eat a tub of Ben and Jerry's.
Because what you got like You got sour balls.
They were green apple balls.
Green apple balls.
They were really good.
We got like some sugar-free brittle, which how can I say this delicately? Definitely the whatever sugar-free thing in it loosens things up a little bit. Because we went to record. We recorded that night afterwards after we got back. And I had like eaten like a bunch of the pieces of the sugar-free brittle. And I was getting it set to record. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. We did the mic check. And all of a sudden I heard like a groo. And I'm like, I gotta go. And I'm just like, what? And I'm like, I gotta go. And I had to like do a mad dash. So if you need like something to loosen it up.
Did you get that on recording?
I think it might be on there. I'm not gonna leave it in the show this time.
That should be your intro.
Because it's just like it goes like and it shifted and I'm like, it's time. It's time. So yeah, sugar-free brittle. That'll do it.
Yeah.
It's pretty tasty though.
Was you sure it was that, not the ribs?
I'm not 100% sure. Well, I'm pretty sure because then the next day I tried some and had a similar result, although not quite as strong. So, yeah.
It's all those weird sugar replacements.
It is. That's what makes the most sense because I've eaten meat lots of times and had different that sometimes those sugar-free things, they do that.
Well, then let's do some book corner. I finished Mouse Tales.
Okay.
Looks great. Now I want to read more Mouse Tales because Mouse Tales is pretty dated. Like,
when is more Mouse Tales from?
Mouse Tales ends at like 94, 95.
Okay.
No, 95, 96. But it's definitely before they closed the Skyway and before the person died on the Columbia dock. Because that's all in more Mouse Tales.
Did we talk about on the show about our virtual reality thing that we need to make happen?
No.
Okay, I got to make the pitch. That's right, because this is my idea this is what's going to make virtual reality a thing that everyone wants. I want a Disneyland thing on virtual reality where you can like select, you go in the settings and you select what year you want, and then it makes Disneyland from that year with the rides
appropriate. You can walk around.
And you can just walk around Disneyland.
Yeah. And
see all what was there at that time.
And what if then like Walt Disney came up?
And it'd be amazing. You know, he's always on the train. You always know you can find him on the train or on like a Main Street car. And like you don't even have to make it so you can go on the rides. They can make you download like decade packs where like, oh, I got the 80s. It's great.
Nuts.
Star Tours. You can be there for like the Star Tours premiere. Oh my gosh.
We'll get there.
If anyone is listening, please, Disney Vive people or whatever that thing
Disney
is called.
Vive people.
Oculus.
Just start listening to this show.
Oculus.
Captain Oculus.
PlayStation, whatever that one is, VR.
Joe PlayStation.
PSVR. Sir, please. I want it. I just want to do that.
Then you would never leave.
No,
then you would.
So I'm in 1965 right now. Look at this. I'll be looking at
checking out the pirate
Phantom
ship.
boats. I'm on the Phantom boats. All right, anyway.
And then I'm 80% done with Anne of Ingleside.
I'm like 80% done with Anne of the Islands. You're like way past me.
Because it's mostly about now at this point, it's mostly following the kids around on their various adventures. One of the twins was convinced she was switched at birth, and it was very humorous. But Anne is a very good mom.
It's great. It's great all the way through, right?
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
I was hoping to have them. I had it scheduled so I'd have them finished before the trip, but I don't think I'm going to finish it before the trip.
Well, definitely if you're still on Anne of the Island.
I know. I got too busy.
I'm going to definitely be done with everything pretty soon here, especially when school's done. I only have this week and then next week, and then I'm out.
So
for a month.
While I'm gone, you and Derek should have your own like summer book club and make Derek read a book.
I'll have to figure that out.
Maybe like a comic book or something, because he's like in a comic book shop.
Well, he reads books.
Well, I know, but I'm saying like you could tie it into his comic shop or something.
That's true, but then I'd have to read it, and I don't know.
I don't know, something.
Well, I could read comics, but I have to go buy them.
Well, something.
You
guys, that's up to you, but just thought.
Well, don't forget to check out the Radio BrendoMan playlist on Spotify at bit.ly/Radio BrendoMan. I got to add some more
summer songs in there.
What are some of your what's your summertime?
Well, I'll tell you.
Do you have like stuff planned for this trip?
Yeah, right now I'm putting together my
Are you going to be
playlist.
bringing CDs?
What I do for ones where I know I'm not going to be able to.
Doing MP3s?
I have little burn CDs.
Oh.
So I'll have a little stack in like envelopes.
Gotcha.
And so I have a
So
few.
what are your plans?
Well, I have a few.
Are you doing like European themed?
Yes. So for instance, because some of them are very specific. Like for instance, Fine China has a song called Rialto Bridge, which is a bridge in Venice that we are going to. So
Man,
that's going to be on the mix.
This is now you've just entered a part of Phil's brain you never thought.
Oh, this is fantastic. We're going to France,
Okay.
but we're only going to Marseille, which is like on the coast.
Mhm.
There's a song by this band called Out of the Grey called So We Never Got to Paris.
Oh my gosh.
That's going on the mix. Now, some of them will be just more general picks. Like I'm definitely putting on Vacation as well as Holiday Road just because, I mean, come on. It's a vacation mix, right?
You're such a dork.
I haven't got it entirely planned yet, and I'm stressing because I got to get this done. But I will have at least one solid Europe mix before we go. I'm even thinking of putting maybe like Kaliningrad from Russian Lullabies because technically Western Russia is Eastern Europe. So I think that might fit the bill. We'll see.
All right.
So yeah, I'll keep you posted on that list.
Mario's insisting that it's time travel. We're not saying it's not time travel. I mean, it is in a way.
Even
But he also
regardless,
rewound
either way,
everybody did it. It wasn't just everybody went backwards.
But even if they didn't, even if it's just him going back, still that's not one of his powers. It's never established. At least not in that film universe.
They always do that though.
Which is and that's I guess the age-old thing with Superman.
Like when he just pulls off the S off his chest.
And don't get me wrong, this is not to take away. I love that movie. I love the first Superman movie. I love all that whole original Christopher Reeves, in different ways. Superman 4 I love as like this is a terrible movie.
You still haven't watched that Canon Films The Electric Boogaloo
No,
movie.
I do need to watch that because that would be really fun.
But dude, yeah, because I don't know what they really thought they had a winner there.
Yeah.
And it pretty much was the beginning of the end. Well, no, because then they managed to get their deal with Carolco.
Yeah.
Then that went south eventually. You know what movie was actually pretty good that I watched again?
What?
The Phantom.
Oh yeah.
It's really good. I always thought it was dumb for some reason. I think I got it
That's
tied
the one
in.
with, Billy Zane, right? Yeah.
I think I can just like lumped it in with like The Shadow and some of those other movies.
I also didn't mind The Shadow.
The Shadow's
so much.
pretty goofy though.
It is.
But The Phantom isn't goofy.
The Phantom.
It's really good.
I have The Phantom on DVD.
So so
I
didn't know.
I'm down with that. Yeah.
I just hadn't seen it
It's
in like
silly,
forever.
but it's
definitely
pretty
not. It's a lot. It's like way. I just thought it. I remember. I just somehow thought it was like a dumb.
Here's the thing: before X-Men, like every movie that was about a superhero, I watched because, well, I still do. It's not like I stopped, but I knew them all because we didn't get a lot of superhero movies. It was few and far between. So if you got a Phantom, even if it wasn't quite like Batman Returns quality or something, you still watched it because it's a superhero movie. That's all we got.
Mm-hmm.
People today are so spoiled, we don't even know what we have.
Also, Mondo just released a bunch of Disney posters.
Oh, yeah?
And there's an amazing Rocketeer poster. It's going on sale tomorrow.
Love the Rocketeer.
Probably not. I can't get back on that train.
No.
But man, yeah, the Rocketeer is so good.
Yep.
Talk about there's another comic book movie before that just kind of went under the radar completely.
I mean, for us, that was a huge movie, but
then,
I know it didn't do as well as
but
they
I mean,
hoped.
I watched it like opening day, but then and then Joe Johnston finally got his comeuppance making Captain America.
I'll tell you, here's funny about Rocketeer is that I distinctly remember before we even saw Rocketeer, they did a review for the Rocketeer game in Nintendo Power, and it had like all the maps. And I remember like poring over that and being so excited about seeing things I'd seen in the maps of Nintendo Power when we saw the movie because I was
kind
so
of spoiled
obsessed.
It for you a little bit.
I mean, not much because if you think about adaptations, like there was just like little snippets here and there, but that was like because we didn't have trailers and behind the scenes things back then.
That's true.
So I was like, oh my gosh, this looks amazing! I can't wait to see a movie of this. This is so great.
Did you ever get the game? I didn't have it.
Oh yeah. I eventually got the Super Nintendo version too. But
I had the Dick Tracy game, which was really, really hard.
But great. But it was also very similar to the Roger Rabbit one where you have like the drive
around, then you go around, and then you go in.
They're fun though.
You drive around, you get a clue,
right.
And then you got to go to their hideout, and then you just die over and over and over again.
Yeah. Andrew says the Roger Rabbit game is really good. If I remember correctly, the Roger Rabbit was a little easier.
Yeah. For the Nintendo, there was one for PC that was a completely different game.
Really?
It was like a side-scrolling, like most of it you're like in Benny the Cab, and like you have to like jump over buildings, and it was really weird. It was like a very different game.
Yeah, that sounds very different.
It was weird.
Well,
Because it was one of the early games I had for my IBM Tandy computer that I should show a picture because I found a picture of because we had CGA graphics, which were like the worst
right.
and look nothing. So like I would have it running on my computer and it would just look like garbage because we got Double Dragon, and I swear the like Billy Lee and Jimmy Lee look like they had like little dots for eyes, like, and they just it was so, but I loved it, but it does not look anything anything. It looked a million times worse than the Nintendo game. And then I would install it, then I would secretly install it on my mom's computer, and it would go up to like, she had like the VGA graphics, and like it looked like the arcade game. And then my mom found out we were doing that and got real mad.
Busted.
I got in big trouble once because like I don't think my mom knew that I could like. Well, this was my dad's fault. He taught me DOS, and I was like, oh, mom's computer runs DOS, so I just kind of hopped over there when they would be gone, and I ran games. Then I learned how to use the modem, and then I got in big trouble.
Little hackers, man.
Yeah.
I can imagine little baby Brendo hacker running around. Like
I got busted bad for being on like BBSs and stuff, because that was there was no such thing as like free local calls in like whenever in 1989, 90. And so it was like, why is there a 60-minute call to like wherever?
Isn't it weird that there was a time when like calling outside of your area code cost you money?
Oh yeah.
Like not even like out of state, but like
just anywhere
from here to Pasadena or something would have.
It was like a lot of money.
Because I remember like calling my grandparents, like you had to maximize your time. That was like one of the only long distance calls we were allowed to make was to my grandparents.
Yeah.
It's such a weird, like now, like in domestically,
you
don't even think about it. Yeah.
That's why.
It's crazy.
So
what else is crazy?
I don't know. What do we got here? Oh, we got some. I already talked about Peas.
Oh, I saw 2 new movies. I didn't update it, but I actually saw 2 new movies.
When?
So this is the other thing. When was this? I can't even remember like the timeline now because everything's blurring together. But we went to my cousin's graduation party. My cousin is a doctor now.
Wow.
Anyway, she had a big old party at my aunt and uncle's house. They had a big water slide, and they had, when was this, last weekend? I guess that was last weekend.
You didn't say anything about this.
I didn't say anything about it before. Maybe it wasn't a weeknight. Was it Friday? No. I don't know. Well, anyway, I must have forgot to talk about it. But we saw a double feature at the drive-in afterwards. We went down there, and so they were in like towards Temecula down that way. And so on the way back up, we stopped at the drive-in. And the kids.
Where's the drive-in?
In Riverside.
Okay.
And we went to the late showing. So the first movie started at like 10:30.
Oh my gosh.
So the kids were already asleep. And we saw a double feature of King Arthur. Whatever that one was. The subtitle.
I heard it's bad.
Oh gosh.
Is it real bad?
It's real bad.
That's what I heard.
And here's the thing, like Guy Ritchie's cool.
Guy Ritchie's awesome and King Arthur's awesome. Like I love King Arthur, but I heard it's real bad.
Barely resembles King Arthur. Like there was a point like 3/4 of the way through the movie where they say like what Jude Law's character's name. I was like, oh, that's who that is. Like they never said his name before. It's a mess. The whole thing is like watching a 90s music video for like 90 minutes or however long it is.
Man, that's unfortunate.
It is. Because like the Sherlock Holmes movies are great. It's not that I can't handle his like visual style or something. It's kind of a mess. There were elements I enjoyed. It wasn't all a waste. And it's not like the actor's fault. They did great. But it's just like the editing is all over the place. It's hard to follow.
What was the other movie?
So there was a double feature of that and what is the other one even called?
Oh, sounds like a real winner.
How to Be a Latin Lover.
Oh, how was that?
It was actually really good.
That's like Ken direct didn't he? Like
Ken Marino directed it. Like
and it's got a bunch of the state guys and all those guys.
All those
all those guys. Yeah, I really want to see it.
It was really funny. It's very much because we've seen like almost all of the Pantaleon movies. Yeah. It's a Mexican production company and they've done quite a few, and we've seen most of them in the theater. And this one was probably my favorite. It's more in English. I mean, there's definitely like a lot of Spanish, but it's more in English because it's in America, you know. But it's really, really funny. I always describe them as like it's like watching a movie of a telenovela because it's really weird, like mix of genres and tones.
Like when Will Ferrell did that one.
Yeah, it's super silly, but then also really serious and very dramatic, but also like slapsticky, and guys are grabbing each other's nuts and stuff. Like, but then you've got like kids crying because their dad died, and it's so weird, but it works and it's beautiful. So very, very funny. That one was fun. It was so fun that it started at 1:20, and I watched the whole thing. So we didn't leave that parking lot until like almost. It was like 3:30 almost.
I didn't know they went that late.
Yeah, it was a late one. So
man,
the kids both said like, "Did we wake up and see a movie going for a little bit last night?" And we're like, "Good, yeah."
Well, let's do real quick. I just want to talk about. We already talked about. I guess Bob's Burgers is over, and that was real funny.
Yeah.
The last episode, they made the parade floats.
Oh my gosh, so good.
That was great. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it ended up working out.
Yeah.
I give it 2 thumbs up. They pulled it off.
Plus, they brought back in Ghost Rider, which I'm totally cool with because he is awesome.
He's great. And then SNL ended really well, although I'm sad that Vanessa Bayer, Bobby Moynihan, and Sashir Zamata is gone, which I don't think they ever really used her very much.
I don't think she was. I mean,
the stuff she did was Vanessa great. Bayer has become like huge, so I'm wondering if like she's blowing up.
Well, I think she doesn't. One of them has a TV.
Well, Bobby Moynihan, his pilot got picked up.
But Bobby, that's a big blow. Like he's so good. I mean, they have a great cast. It's not like they're
that means they're going to be bringing in new people, so that's always exciting.
And Keenan still is.
Keenan's still there.
I mean, he's the longest cast member now.
But is he going to beat Tim Meadows' record? Like, doesn't Tim Meadows?
Oh no, he beat Tim Meadows already.
Oh, so he's officially
he's it.
Wow,
because he was there like.
He's been there
I think he was there like at the tail end of Will Ferrell, even like.
And I mean, we were still in college when he like.
Yeah, like he's been on it for a long time.
We were like, oh my gosh, it's Keenan on SNL. How did that happen? I remember that was like a crazy thing that Keenan was on SNL. Like that somebody from our age, he was like the first person of our generation. Yeah. So that was like a big deal. And now there's people way younger than us on SNL. But like Keenan was the first person like that we saw growing up to like we're like, this is crazy. That'd be like Big Pete being on SNL. Like,
and now he's the old man of the show, which shows how old we are.
Which is crazy.
But yeah, so he's still on there. So they've got the anchor. He's always great though. He's just solid. They've got a good cast. I'm not worried about it. But there's going to be some.
Bobby Mooney. I'm glad they did one last Drunk Uncle.
Yeah, they both got to and she did her like funny newscaster weathercaster.
I also have to give props. We never talked about it. I really liked Melissa McCarthy's opening where she like brought that that lady,
just random lady from the room.
And like there was
because it was for Mother's Day.
Okay, at first I did it. I thought it was a plan, but then that lady's reaction to Ryan Gosling was like 100% real.
It's possible they said, "Hey, are you willing to do?"
Yeah, I could see that, but that reaction to Ryan Gosling, that was like 100% real. Like, holy crap! Because she immediately like I don't know, she just immediately she like attacked him.
Yeah,
she like hugged him.
Yeah,
like
it was. I think.
Oh no, it was Ryan Reynolds, not Ryan Gosling, but Ryan Reynolds. But that reaction, totally real. She hugged him.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
It was really funny.
And her Sean Spicer,
great. Oh my gosh,
it never fails.
I loved like because what's her like? She looks like the Huckabee.
Yeah.
That was really funny. And
80
then
Bryant.
80 Bryant looks like and
little baby 80.
Spicy's back.
Spicy's back. It's great. It was a really good episode. She's always good.
Oh man. And then I just had to also say that Pretty Little Liars, it's like their last, it's the second half of their last season, so they're wrapping it up. It is so completely bananas.
Yeah.
Like the bad guy now, which is AD. So like there was A and now there's AD, and like it's so stupid. But I think it's actually if they're doing what I think they're doing, it's gonna be a cool little wrap up everything real nicely. If it's who I think it is, which there could still be some last minute swerves because again, none of this show makes sense. Riverdale I am saving for when school's out. That's going to be my first.
Derek's pretty into it.
Oh, Derek's. I knew it was going to. I know I'm going to love Riverdale. And I knew Derek was going to. It's like made for us. it's like if our brains made a TV show.
But you're
for
waiting
us.
until you
Oh,
get-
I knew I was going to save it because one, I knew that CW doesn't release, like, things pop up on Netflix now from CW like once the show's over. So I'm like, okay, once the season's over, it's going to pop up on. So I was waiting for
Right.
that, and now I'm waiting for like once school's out, and I'm just going to be needing to watch stuff.
right.
So it's kind of my
Just more
summer
time.
saver, which I always save a few things. Like I got that, I got Twin Peaks, I got a couple other things that I'm like saving.
Well, there's gonna be. It's gonna be.
There's a couple Netflix things I heard. Like there's like that.
Kimmy Schmidt is
Well,
back.
Kimmy Schmidt.
Have you watched any of that yet?
No, I got to finish
Oh,
Master
that's
and None and
amazing.
Kimmy Schmidt, and yeah.
We've only watched like the first 2 episodes. I
Then
think, but
Defenders is going to be coming out soon.
It's a busy
and
summer.
There's a lot going on. I'm really excited. We were just talking about I was excited that Oh Hello on
Yeah.
Broadway is going to be on there, and they got some other things coming down the pipe.
Maybe you can catch up on Superstore.
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh,
I haven't
it's
ever
really good.
started that.
Well, that's what I mean. Catch
I
up to
watched
it now.
an episode during Christmas.
It's great. Like this last season, the last episode was so insane. A tornado hits the store, and like it went from like, because it's usually like The Office, like, you know, like kind of fakey documentary thing, and like they had the most amazing effects of like a tornado ripping the store apart, and it's incredible.
That's cool.
And it's a really good story. Like they really finished it off strong. So
Nice. Well, it's also right now, it's the Best of Super Juniors tournament
oh
in
yeah,
New Japan. They always have these crazy tournaments. This one is only a few weeks and it's wrapping up, but I've managed to keep up every day. But then we've got the G1 Climax that happens in August, and that's the giant,
That's
or
the big
that's
thing.
like the month long. And I don't know, it's hard to keep up with everything. I'm glad that most of the shows are over, because otherwise I'd be in big trouble. Especially now that Lucha Underground's coming back. So this for the second half of their season, which I really hope does well, so they can do a 4th season. Because right now it seems very up in the air if they're going to do another season. And I want to go to another taping.
Yeah,
If I never get to go to another taping again, I'd be real sad.
that would be sad.
But you know what's not sad is it's time.
It is time.
It is Marmaduke time.
It is time.
What do we got?
All right, let's see. Last week, oh yeah, he murdered a
We
policeman.
murdered a
last
police
week.
officer.
I forgot.
Marmaduke's
By
a cop
stabbing him in
killer.
the throat with a bone.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got this week. What could possibly follow that? All right, so they're
We already
outside.
did this one. We did this one.
Oh yeah, we did. Oops, that was 2 weeks ago.
Last one, he ate a newspaper and then
Like,
regurgitated it onto Phil.
as he's like laying dead on the street
Yeah,
here. On the
He
on the
kind of murdered
sidewalk.
Phil.
Looks like it, but he probably like can revive him.
Oh yeah, Phil's his like
It's like his undead
his
son.
Yeah, his like he's like Papa Shango, and he's a zombie because he's like a witch doctor.
Yeah. That
he's
works.
Baron Zamidi.
All right, so we got Marmaduke is laying on the ground and he's very depressed.
He makes an audible sigh. So Marmaduke is people.
Dot says, Phil, have you noticed how Duke is acting today?
Duke.
What the heck?
Since when do they call him Duke? They
He's
always call him
Marm.
Marm. What?
I've never seen that before.
Duke. We call him Duke now?
No, he's always, if they nickname him, it's Marm.
You can't go the other way.
Oh, man. What are they call
Also-
the kids are going to call him
Or what if
calls
it's
him Marm.
Marma?
Phil calls him Marm, she calls him Duke, and the kids call him
So it's Marm
Duke. That's where he got his name. Phil, have you noticed how Duke is acting today? And he says, yeah, but he clearly doesn't care. He's reading his newspaper. All he does is mope around. And there's Marmaduke looking very, very small
Yeah, he's
in this
tiny.
picture. He's really sad.
But he looks real big here.
Yeah, although there's nothing to like really compare it to. There's no like background of any like reference.
It's weird how Anderson gets real lazy sometimes.
There's just no
And other
background.
times he has like super detailed.
Right. This is a like, hey, I gotta get to. I'm going away for the weekend.
Gotta
I'm
get to
gonna
that golf
screw-
game.
Yeah. All he does is mope around and sprawl all over. Now he's like laying down by the couch. He doesn't have any energy. Now he sat up, but you see like his spine poking out real weird on the back.
That is weird.
It's like an odd angle there. In case you were wondering what Marmaduke's butt looks like, you got a good little angle on that too.
He drew like his butt crack.
Yeah. That's so weird. Weird little angle there. He has the saddest expression, and then his face looks like it's melting off. Like that's a weird picture right there. I don't understand that.
He has very pronounced jowls.
Yeah, and his eyebrows are like going together, like he's making a face. He looks positively depressed, and then he's like all droopy. And then Phil says, "Well, he is again not looking up from his newspaper. This morning he accidentally obeyed me." Oh.
Okay, this is really stupid. Marmaduke's really sad because maybe Phil got one up on him. Maybe Phil figured out a loophole.
But that's the thing is he's clearly
tiny.
Like a human.
Also, look at how small he is compared to Phil.
Right, like he's shrunken,
super tiny.
He's below her knees.
Marmaduke's losing his powers.
He doesn't even come up to Dot's knees.
He's tiny there. He's in his weak.
Clearly it's a human brain in there because a dog.
Well, he's also audibly sighing.
He says sigh.
His face is melting. Maybe he's in his changeling stage.
He is. He's like get a new form.
He's gonna shed.
He hasn't
shed his old skin.
He's gonna go. Yeah,
he's gonna shed his skin probably.
I think that's that's dripping off of his face.
That's what it is. That's why he's all sad and small. He's losing this form.
And he's in a weakened state, so he's like obeying Phil. He doesn't have his like full like power to withstand his commands.
That's why he's so tiny.
That is the smallest he has ever been.
Yeah.
Phil's foot takes up like his whole entire body.
Phil could like easily stomp him out.
This is a dog who normally stands up above.
But he has enough control over Phil where Phil's not just outright trying to kill him.
Right.
Because if Phil had any control, he'd destroy him right now.
But he gets free time to read a newspaper because he knows he's in a weakened state.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do what Marmaduke says right now.
Yeah. But he knows he can't kill him.
Yeah.
Because otherwise he totally would right there.
He could step on him. His foot's like dangling over him.
Yeah.
Also, we got a weird Marmaduke butt.
Weird Marmaduke butt.
I don't know why.
Is that the name of this episode?
Marmaduke butt.
Weird Marmaduke
Weird
butt.
Marmaduke butt. All right, that's Marmaduke. That is interesting. Oh, Duke.
Don't forget, we're still on the lookout for Paul Anderson.
It's true. And
not
more
to be
Duke
confused
books.
with Paul Thomas Anderson or Paul W.S. Anderson.
Although if they want to talk to us, we'll talk to them.
What if it is P.T. Anderson? What if that's a secret?
Oh, that's what he's doing in between? What if he's like?
What if we blow the lid off of it?
Action.
We're the whistleblowers.
And then he's like drawing like a Marmaduke. Well, I got a great one, you guys.
That's why some of them, when he's like got a long take, he's waiting to set up, and then other ones are like, "All right, we're ready, Mr. Anderson." He's like, "Oh crap!"
Marmaduke eats a big sandwich. Oh, okay, I got it.
It would make a lot more sense if it was Paul W.S. Anderson.
That's true.
Stylistically, so nonsensical.
Yeah, that's it.
And then kind of like the whole mummy mythology, it kind of works.
Yeah. This is interesting. We may be onto something here.
All right. Well, we're on to next week.
Yes, we are.
We'll see you next time.
Quick news thing. We kind of mentioned it, and we've said it in the group, but we do have the records.
Oh, the records
the Kickstarter
are available. Popboxmusic.com/store. And they come with an MP3 download, even though Phil didn't put it in the description.
I haven't yet, but I will. We got a couple people that bought them already. They'll be going out tomorrow because they were bought over the weekend.
What are you going to do when people have orders over the summer?
I'm going to send them a link. And so if you want to get it out now, I mean, I can bring them over and you can ship them if you want. Or I can say I will send you an MP3 and send it when I get back.
Yeah.
So either way.
Get your orders in now if you want one now.
Get them in the next 2 weeks, then before I leave, then I will mail it out then. So, but we did get the orders from those guys that ordered this weekend, and they will be going out tomorrow.
Also, don't forget our book club's still going. You can catch up while Phil's on.
Yeah, you'll have plenty of time.
You're going to read over the summer.
Oh, I am. And I'll have finished the books and read other stuff.
We'll have, hopefully.
I will have.
The rate you're going.
Well, Mark will know when he's listening to this about where I'm at.
Well, there you go.
No, but he's in the future. He's listening to this now.
He won't have any idea.
But when he does hear it.
Nope.
I don't know. This time travel thing, Superman time travel is messing me up.
It's very confusing.
Mark can time travel?
No, Mark is not time traveling. Mark is in the past.
He's in the past. We're in the future.
Yeah. But then when Mark is in the future, we're in the past. He doesn't know.
But we know.
But we know, and he doesn't.
Oh, man.
So keep listening, Mark, to find out. Everybody else already knows.
Yeah. This is already old news.
When Mark's listening. But not right now when you're listening.
It's very interesting. We have no idea what's going to happen.
But when Mark's listening.
Yeah. I will have already read it or not.
Probably. My guess is maybe not.
Oh, I think I will.
All right. Well, once again, radiobrendo.com. Rate, review, subscribe, iTunes, share, tell your friends. Let's get this party. Let's keep it rolling.
Let's do it.
And benvnetwork.com.
Absolutely.
And your other shows, Mandarian Ren Show.
We'll hopefully can update them this summer. We'll see.
You haven't updated Osby Keaton in a long time.
I know.
What happened?
He's doing it. It's a season.
You're still on Easter break.
It's a season. No, I did one since Easter break.
What?
The one with Janelle. That was since Easter break.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe there'll be more at some point.
Yeah.
I'm really tired.
Embrace the Duke.
Embrace the Duke. That's not a valid nickname.
I don't know. I think maybe.
Does that mean it shouldn't be Marma?
Marma.
That's not a good name.
Oh, Marm. It's Marm. Marm is his nickname.
Or what if it's not Duke, it's a Duke?
At first, I didn't even know what she was referring to, and I'm like, why is she calling him Duke? Oh, Marmaduke? What? That's
They
wrong.
each got their name for him.
I guess so.
And the kids call him
Once again,
no, the kids call him Grandpa.
that's what it's short for. Because you know when kids the kids don't know how to say it, so they have like a nickname. There's Marma.
That's why it's Marmaduke. That's where it came from.
Marmaduke.
Maybe his name is Duke, his actual name. And so it's supposed to be Grandpa Duke, but they said Marmaduke.
Yeah, Grandpa Duke.
Marmaduke. Duke.
But Marma almost sounds like Grandma, though.
I don't know.
What if they're like both in there?
They're both in
What if because there's Marm? That's just like 3 spirits are in there.
Duke.
Oh my gosh.
We've really blown it open.
Oh my gosh, there's more than one. We didn't see it all along. No wonder he's so powerful and can change shape. There's multiple spirits vying for his control of the body.
Oh, now it's like freaking.
So when they talk to Duke, that means Duke's in control right now.
He's the weakest one.
He is. That's why he's able to be. So that's why sometimes they can kind of control him a little bit. But when Marm's in control, Marm's the one that's like.
This is freaking Split now.
It is. This is what inspired Split. We got to talk to M. Night about this because I'm telling you. Has he been reading Marmaduke?
If he was inspired by, if he stole from Are You Afraid of the Dark, I think he would definitely steal from Marmaduke.
What if we found out that M. Night was like reading Marmaduke books and was like, oh my gosh, this is about like these 3 spirits and they all have these distinct, and the only way they know how to control them.
Who's the third one?
Well, that's like the mystery because there's Marm, that's like Grandma.
Duke, Grandpa.
Duke is that. Well, but see, Duke, I think it's maybe it's a split personality within there.
Duke's the postman that they like.
But Duke is like what he called his dad.
Okay.
Because that's what Phil. No.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what she called him. She called him Duke because it's like her father-in-law.
Yeah.
And then he called him.
So the dad is Duke.
Dad is Duke.
Part. That's the grandpa.
He calls him Marm because that's like his mom.
Yeah.
And the kids are calling which is maybe, I don't know, who's maybe an aunt?
How would they all hit?
I don't know. Maybe some
and
kind
Phil
of like
killed them all.
Killed them all. They're all in the backyard. And that's the thing is they know like the more they kill, the more the spirits are that inhabit the dog.
So you got to kill more to split it up more.
Yeah. Otherwise, one will become too powerful and take
Marm
over.
Will become.
They have to have others in there to combat.
That's why.
Marm.
So now you've got the spirit of the cop in there.
Yeah.
And the other, that woman.
Yeah.
That's who is.
That's whatever the one they killed on the step.
Well, it was already Marmaduke when they killed her. The other ones don't have names.
That's true. Yeah.
Marmaduke are the first 3.
Those are the first 3, right? The first 3 spirits. Yeah, you're not. And the other ones are just in there.
All right. We really need to go to bed now.
I think we're onto something. Oh man, this one is crazy. I had no idea.
All right. Well, radiobrendo.com, and that's going to do it for this week. So for Radio BrendoMan, I'm Brendan Creecy.
And I'm Phil Vecchio.
Have a good one, everybody. And John Goobang Do. Did I say that last time?
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure.
Man, we really like.
So wait, what were we going to call this one?
I don't know.
We said something about Duke. Crap.
Embrace the Duke?
No, it was something silly. It was Marmaduke butt.
Marmaduke butt.
Weird Marmaduke butt.
Weird Marmaduke butt. That's good.
Embrace the Duke.
Embrace the Duke. That's good because we had to embrace the Marm.
All right. 335. Embrace the Duke.
I think we really are onto something with this like multiple spirits thing. That makes sense. That's why he's in
I think
different.
people just tolerate our Marmaduke obsession, and like, what if that's what's holding back the entire podcast?
No, I think that's what's going to put us over the top. It's giving us lots of material when we get to go on, like, I don't know, someone else's show. I want to go on someone's show and just talk about
I
Marmaduke.
want to go on Harmontown
See, there
so
you go.
bad, but they don't respond to my tweets. I've been tweeting them.
They're like, Marmaduke? What?
Well, because Dan Harmon, they wrote about it on Rick
Yeah.
and Morty, so, but I don't know.
What if it was just like one of the writers?
Well, that's what I think, and that's why they're like, what?
Yeah, there was like one Marmaduke joke, and now you guys are like bugging us about
Well,
Marmaduke.
I think we would be very entertaining.
I would love to talk about it.
I told them it would
We
be
bring our
worth it.
books. We each have like one of the books, and we could like, you know, we'll have marked our like.
Well, now
specific
at
ones.
Starburns, they have like a projector, so we can make a whole
Oh, kind of like a little
presentation.
thing. Show
have a
all the
slideshow.
murders that he
It'd be like
commits.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Exhibit A, Exhibit Q.
What does it all mean?
I don't know.
know.
Your Pee-wee is terrible. It's so bad.
I love it.
Oh man.
Pee-wee.
Oh.
Thanks for hanging out in the chat, fellas. Is anyone left?
Hmm.
Oh, I think they all went now.
Man, I was so mad. The thing that still makes me mad about that movie is that you can't go in the Tyrannosaurus Rex like
I know.
that.
That
That's
was
not real.
misleading. You can go in it, just not that part of it.
You definitely can't go in the mouth
No.
and look through, and there's like,
Well, and if you look at it from the outside, it doesn't make
Doesn't
sense
make
anyway.
sense.
Like, there's no like big
It's not
opening
that
like
big.
that. Yeah.
it's definitely not big enough.
For, like benches
Yeah,
or whatever is in
room.
there. Yeah. Is there like a couple rows of theater seats
Yeah.
or something? If
I was super
picturing it?
bummed that they. And then if you listen to the commentary track, they're like, "Yeah, we filmed this on a soundstage
Yeah, they
because
had
this
to.
isn't real, but we wanted it to be." And then they made fun of the fact that there's like that weird creation
The
museum
museum
inside
inside
the
of it,
Brontosaurus.
Yeah.
And now
Now they have all the
it's so
animatronic
weird
ones.
now looking just how much stuff they've built because that's turned into like a giant. You can barely see the dinosaurs now from the
Yeah, because
freeway.
it used to be
That's
was
back
it.
when there was that and there was that
the little
the-
diner
the
and a
little
gas
diner
station.
and the gas station. Now there's a hotel. There's like all these other dinosaurs. There's all this other stuff. There's a McDonald's.
Yeah.
There's like so much stuff there.
And
It's
all
become its
bleeding
own
over
like
from the other
giant
stuff. Yeah.
tourist trap thing. And like there were a couple times I remember like one time like after the in between when they built all that stuff, like Mike, because we used to, when we go to Palm Springs, we always stop there. Mike like drove right by.
Wasn't having it.
He's like, well, just he didn't see it. Like you didn't even.
Oh yeah.
Because like
It
seriously,
used to be that was it.
you could totally see
Yeah.
him. It was like, you know, when you're going up the 5 and you could like you see the first person to see them on the Matterhorn.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
It used to be like you could totally see the dinosaurs, and now it's hard.
Yeah. They're there. I mean, you can see them.
day, there was just the dinosaurs there in that gas station, and we liked it.
I remember we ate at the diner, and I was like, I don't even know if they shot it inside the diner.
I think it's a different diner. It's totally not the same.
because it's all on stage.
Yeah.
But they did the outside stuff there.
Or it's a diner in like Burbank or somewhere.
Yeah. They just sent
But if
like
they
some.
actually had like a large Marge,
That'd be so great, but it's not themed after it or anything.
It'd be amazing.
They probably just sent some second unit out there to shoot some exterior stuff. Although he does run around outside.
Yeah, but even some of that, like when they switch to the train tracks, that's not by
That's not
there.
anywhere near
Like,
there
that's
at all.
not
No,
anywhere
yeah.
near there.
Yeah.
Because it's like open fields and like farms and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's not there.
Yeah. not at
So
all.
like there's certain shots where it is there, and then there's other shots where it's like, who knows? Like I don't know where they filmed
yeah,
that.
but not out there.
Probably the same fields where they filmed the Tour de France, which I think is like out near like Santa Clarita and stuff out there.
That would make sense.
Because I think they filmed it on like roads out there.
Yeah.
Just like some of those back roads. For a minute, I thought it might be like up where like Justin lives, like Paso Robles stuff, but I don't think they filmed it that far.
Usually they don't go any further than
But
they have to.
Some of like there's a lot of like older like car movies and stuff that they filmed up
Yeah.
there.
But a lot of times they'll send like a second unit
Yeah.
to go do those, and the people who are like the stars, or they don't go,
No,
they don't go that far.
but man. Also, the first 10 minutes of that movie
Oh.
are like so perfect and so weird. Like
Francis.
and just like his whole routine.
Yeah.
And the Rube Goldberg machine.
The Mr.
And the
T.
song. And then the fact that he makes that whole big breakfast and eats like 2 bites.
I food,
like,
didn't eat my
just,
cereal.
like, leaves all like the pancakes and stuff. And like this giant food waster.
I know, but that scene is amazing.
It's amazing. It is. And the dog, Speck.
Yep.
And E.G. Daily.
Oh, and then what about the biker bar scene? That's so great.
Well, that definitely like, because I think that was the first. I think I saw that before I even knew who Elvira was. So like, I think like, I had a crush on Elvira like forever because she's in that red hair and doing that goofy and doing that dance.
And then like this weird
And
like
always
platform
just
shoe
doing
thing.
just the weird like hand moves that he does.
We used to do that at school all the time. Like, what was that? What was that? But I remember too, like some kids weren't allowed to do that.
Let him go. And I love he like walks up to like the janitor guy and just like takes his shoes.
I remember there were kids that weren't allowed to do the dance because the parents said they were pointing at their crotch.
Yeah,
people got weird about stuff.
It's a weird movie.
It is a really weird movie, but it's fantastic.
And also, like, scary at times.
I hope they do another one. I really like the Netflix one.
It's great. All right.
If we end now, we could be
to
done
go.
before midnight.
Yeah.
This is insane.
Well, we are done.
I know. We're live still.
We got some YouTube viewers.
Thanks for hanging out, viewers.
They're being quiet.
That's okay. Quiet is good.
All right. Well, we're taking off.
Bye.
Happy day.
Happy day.
Well, it's not Memorial Day anymore. Well, for 7 more minutes but if they're on the East Coast,
That's
it could be
true.
over.
They're in the past.
Or if they're in
the
Europe
future.
or somewhere, they don't celebrate.
They could be. They're like, what's this day of which you speak?
All right, I'm hanging up the phone.